It is Monday, the 12th of September. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And you have very two lit hosts today. Two because the producer's not here today. But I am your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
It's Use, Mr. Rotations, the voice of reason, the oracle, and the second most consistent member of the TDA team.
Do you know what? Someone was saying that to me over the weekend about TDA.
Yeah.
And how we have been very, very on job.
Yeah.
And we've actually been on here. The only time you and I have been missing is when we've been on holiday.
Yeah.
But mine didn't even really count because it was rocky times on this platform.
Oh, what? So was the show off? The show wasn't airing?
Yeah, let me tell you. Actually, let me tell you today what happened.
All right.
So obviously when we first started, we had a whole situation happen.
Yeah.
Where we started and one of us cancelled, like we don't serve God in this place.
Yeah.
And then so I was going to Nigeria for 10 days.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was going to miss 8 shekels. I think there was bank holidays in the mix around Easter.
Yeah.
I'm in Nigeria and I'm not seeing any YouTube uploads. Then I speak to Brent. He's like, yeah, so basically we're not recording at the moment.
Okay.
I said, so when's next time you're going to record? He's like, oh, when you're back.
Okay. Oh, so you actually missed any shows?
Technically, I didn't.
Okay.
I think they only had like 2, while I was away.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then the next time was when I nearly died. I haven't been able. So I had a lobster.
Died?
Yeah, I had lobster spaghetti, and I had food poisoning.
Oh.
No, I had food poisoning.
Okay.
Literally, I woke up in the middle of the night, and my stomach, it was.
It's churning.
Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. I've never been in so much pain in my life, and I have cramps every single month. That I said, I literally was like, I can't lie to you, God. If this is what labor's like,
yeah, leave me out.
Leave me out.
Yeah.
Because it was ridiculous. That's
Touch
got any whole thing.
Any more wood? I've never had food poisoning.
That's good.
And I never will.
Amen. You never.
God's grace.
Because it's not fun.
In Elizabeth's name, we pray.
I don't know about that. I don't think Elizabeth is next to God for you to be praying for that.
Too soon?
No, not at all.
It's not too soon. I just don't think that she's got the connect to God that you think she might do.
Oh, so what do we think? Do we think Elizabeth is down under? Oh,
Who am I?
all praise be
Whom am I?
to God and them.
Whom am I to say anything?
them.
Listen,
Jehovah,
okay.
Allah.
Do you know what's so funny? Because yesterday, actually, I actually thought my story that I had an interesting observation to make on TDA. Brent, did you go to church yesterday?
No.
No, okay.
Hold on. That's a good question. Do you any of you lot go to church?
Yes.
Yeah, I go to church every Sunday.
Okay.
City
you
Gates,
probably do.
Ilford.
What's that?
City Gates, Ilford.
So you get Ilford, okay.
I don't want to tell you guys where mine is.
Okay.
Good
to drop. Let's go.
Nope, I'm in the house of the Lord. But yeah, so basically I went to church yesterday, right? And so I go to a white church. It's like
white garment church or white church?
No, white
people.
I've been to the white garment. It's a cult. That's story for another day.
Is it a cult?
It's a cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
So
we would never admit that though.
So it's not a. Obviously, there's different. What's the word? Different,
Denominations.
There's different denominations.
Yeah.
It's not an official denomination.
No, it's official in their eyes.
Okay.
But in the eyes of the Lord.
Oh, so it's kind of like the Nation of Islam.
They're not really Islam. They're not really Muslim, are they?
No, they're Muslim.
Yeah.
But they've carved their own
path.
Their
own
path with their own. Maybe belief system. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Eman's the best person to talk about this. But he's not here.
No, that's basically what white garment is. They have their own. They read the Bible and stuff like that, but they interpret it how they want to, and they have some underground practices that if you're involved in the church life beyond a Sunday, you will see the underground practices. And if an unbeliever walks in there, they will be like, "What in the cult is going on here?"
There's a guy from my school who thought I was a part of the white garment church.
Why? What made him think that?
Because I used to go to the mosque on weekends.
Okay.
And I used to wear my robe.
Okay.
Obviously, you got robes in different colours.
Yeah.
You have a black one day, you might have a white one day, whatever. But when I was younger, everyone kind of wore white ones.
White ones, yeah.
So he saw me, he was going by on a bus and he saw me. And obviously he's young, so his knowledge wasn't...
Yeah.
And he thought I was part of the white garment church.
Celestial.
Yeah, celestial. Whenever he used to see me, he used to go, celestial. Shout out to Raymond. It was Raymond. I'll go with Raymond.
I'm actually so dead.
Celestial.
So he's West Indies. West Indian, sorry.
No, Raymond was not. Raymond was.
Okay, do you know what? I
I
was
don't
going to
know
ask
where
that.
Raymond was from, actually. I think Raymond was either Ghanaian or West Indian. I'm not sure.
Whenever he used to go to do an accent, he always does a West Indian accent.
No,
every time-
but this is how he done it. He done it like, yeah. Oh, that's what you asked me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's how he done it.
Plus,
Oh, is it?
plus Raymond is a West Indian name.
Yeah, I thought,
Raymond might be.
because I was going to ask if he was West Indian, and
might
then you
have
said
been.
Raymond.
And he used to do this, Celestial.
Yeah, that man had it in him. Yeah. It's
I
Brent's
was like,
cousin.
no, but I'm not Celestial. I was like, and obviously you didn't read the sign. It said
Elon Musk.
Muslim Association of Nigeria. Like, it's a mosque, Raymond. It's a mosque. It's not a church.
I'm sorry, that's funny. That's two
Yeah.
jokes. But my church is like predominantly white. It's an evangelical church.
Yeah.
So basically yesterday now, so sometimes I forget, obviously there's black families in the church here.
Yeah.
But sometimes I forget that I go to a white church. Once in a while I get an awakening,
Yeah.
I get shaken into reality kind of
Yeah.
thing. So we get into the church, obviously everyone's all gathered, it's all great. It's nice, we're in the house of the Lord, it's about to be a great Sunday, I'm feeling great,
Yeah.
I'm feeling blessed. It's all great. Then someone comes to the start, he goes, oh, I'm gonna hand over. So at the start of my church, we have like a intro kind of thing. Someone says a Bible verse or something to share with everybody, and then we pray, then we start the service.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to hand it over to Ray in a minute, but I just wanted to say something first. And I'm okay, like, what's going on? Here comes the awakening that I do go to a white church.
Yeah.
He starts talking about the Queen. In the house of the Lord, at the beginning of a Sunday service, to worship God, he's talking about the Queen.
I'm not surprised though. My mum forwarded me a little graphic that my mosque made for the Queen's passing. You know, paying their respects.
I'm not understanding that. I was so confused.
And I'm pretty sure at the mosque on Sunday
They would have done
or on
something.
Friday, they definitely mentioned it for sure.
Because you know,
it's news.
yeah, but you know what it is though? Because in my mind, yeah, when you go to like church, when you go to the mosque, when you go to, where did Buddhists go?
Temple.
Not me about to say the bar. The Kafur Buddha bar. No, forget it. Forget it.
Clip it up. Clip.
Sorry, guys.
Buddha
yeah.
bar.
No, don't bring it back up.
Man said time and envy. Icon diva. Mustard bar.
When I go to the temple, yeah,
Yoy.
in my mind, yeah, like these places, we're stepping, like it's our break away from the world.
Yeah.
We come here, it's all about God. So
Yeah.
when I'm there and he's talking about he's like, oh, I was really saddened by the news, and who knew what a week would have? You know, we've got a new prime minister.
Yeah.
We have a new the queen is gone.
Yeah.
So do you know what? Let's just all pray. This is why I said, okay, y'all are doing too much. Now that let's pray. Let's pray. I don't know if they were praying for a soul. I don't know what they're praying for, but let's thank God for the Queen, I guess. I've never, so basically my church does this thing where during worship is when we pray.
Yeah.
It's not it's like a freestyle kind of pray,
Yeah.
the spirit leads kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've never heard that many people in my church pray,
Okay.
ever. I said, oh, so people can pray in this place.
Yeah.
They were doing all of that stuff, and then when he finished, me and my mum were just looking at each other like, but I was just thinking, it's not your fault. It's me too that came in this white establishment. And then when we finished, then he was like, okay. He was like, yeah, God save the king.
Chas.
May the king live. I said,
King Chas.
Yeah, y'all need a-
You know how the
Charles.
Africans say Chas.
Chas.
Hey, Chas. King
Is
Chas.
that when they say William? It's like Williams.
Yeah, Williams Chas. Hey, King Chas, the Ted. Let's say Ted. King Chas the Ted.
No, I actually cannot. But it made me realize though that white people are very they're very far removed from a lot of people's reality.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you should have felt away. And then they were also praising like her Commonwealth acquisitions. And I'm thinking, like my black family are right in front.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be saying all that stuff. I realize that they're just very away from other people's realities. And it also made me realize that, you know what, even though people are Christian or whatever, they are white first before they're Christian.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
But how come you chose to go to a white church?
Because the black churches be wilding sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been to like a white garment cult.
Yeah.
The Pentecostal ones.
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
Because you said a white common cults again.
What's all the
They are.
What's all
Don't
the
stay woke.
What's all the dominations? You got Quaker, Roman Catholic,
Pentecostal, Evangelical, which is what I go to.
Evangelical.
Baptist is what I've been
Okay.
to. What else is there? Methodist,
I don't even-
Anglican,
I don't even want to get into religious.
Presbyterian.
I don't even want to get into a religious
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian.
Oh.
conversation right now.
Yeah.
But What are the main differences between all these
denominations? I think sometimes it's the style of worship, which is not really necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
So like I love hymns. I grew up on hymns, so I love hymns. So someone else might come to church and be like, you know what I mean? Like they might think it's boring, but I grew up on hymns. I love hymns. So, but then some other churches are more like contemporary kind of vibe. You know, the Maverick fist pump kind of vibe.
Okay.
And then some of that grand piano. I went to Anglican church one time. I was in Methodist. Grand piano.
Grande.
Gosh, that was ridiculous. But that's what they do. It's great. And then obviously like with like the Celestial Church, they're like a lot of spirit take me kind of in trance and all that kind of frenzy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of different. I think for me though, I think it's more about what is being preached in the churches. Like Pentecostal church, I've tried that as well, but they preach a lot about prosperity and what you can acquire in this world, and that's where SPAC Nation comes into it.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. And for me, it's just not it, because it doesn't feed my soul.
Yeah.
So I find the best fit for me is Baptist and evangelical. Baptist is good because again they preach the gospel, but it wasn't deep enough for me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I would say I'm not a perfect Christian by any, trust me, God knows I'm not perfect at all. But like I like deep worship. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
So evangelical is exactly what hits my spot, a spiritual spot.
It hits home.
Hits home. Yes. But it was interesting. But how's your weekend aside of that?
It was cool. I went to it was Disu's birthday.
Oh, nice. Big up Disu. Happy birthday, Disu.
We went to Pitch.
I miss Pitch.
Pitch Sunday's event called Afro Paradise.
Oh, sick.
Shout out to Bev's event.
Okay.
Beverly's event. Beverly and Dana's event.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so we went to that to celebrate Disu's birthday. That was cool. And then yesterday I just chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Sick. And what did I do? So, Saturday was No Shade Brunch.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
How was that?
That was fun.
Yeah.
Clinked. I'm done with drinking cocktails and stuff like that though, because I can see very faintly my abs are coming through.
Okay, nice.
Mainly when I stretch, but I can see it. That's more than I've ever had. So I need to focus on that.
Okay.
Stay on that path
of
no sugar and whatever.
Yeah.
And I think also the next morning I wasn't like tipsy or anything, but I realized that I can feel the alcohol in my system.
Yeah.
And it feels like poison, and it's just not it for me. But that was really fun. Once in a blue moon, I actually want to be outside.
Yeah.
So when we went to the brunch, I was like, oh, like what are we doing after? So we went to like a nice shisha lounge and stuff. Did a bit of shisha. I realized that I smoke shisha like it's weed.
As in you inhale it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, Yusuf. I do not smoke. I'm not even a weed smoker like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I realized I was trying to get the perfect snap.
Your lungs must be on fire.
Do you know what's mad?
What?
I'm even at cap capacity. I've got asthma. So I don't know why I do that. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. So basically, I was trying to do this, and I was like to Queen, I was like, I feel very lightheaded.
Yeah.
It was like, are you inhaling it? I was like, yeah, like.
Yeah, what's shisha?
It's hookah.
What's that?
That doesn't help.
Pass me the hookah.
It's
like a vape pen.
Yeah, basically like a vape pen.
Sorry.
Are you asking us because you don't know? You want to explain what it is?
I don't know. I'm aware of what these things look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what is it?
It's tobacco.
Okay.
Is it tobacco?
It's flavored tobacco. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. What did you think it was?
I just thought it was like just flavored.
What? Air.
Air.
We've got some flavored CO2 emissions. No, it's.
I'm all like, can I get the bubble gum and the mint, please? I'm just thinking it's just flavored air.
No, it's tobacco. How can it be flavored air, Esther?
I've been smoking.
Yeah, it's tobacco. They actually say that shisha is more harmful than cigarettes. That's why you don't inhale it. You just hold it in and then blow it out. And that alone will get you lightheaded.
So imagine how lightheaded I was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You must have been fucked.
I was.
Inhaling shisha is mad because I can get proper spacey from just taking shisha in normally.
Oh my gosh.
So let alone inhaling it, that's insane to me.
It was insane. I felt insane. Because after I was like, yeah, I'm done.
You can get non-tobacco shisha.
Okay.
This one was tobacco.
But what's a non-tobacco shisha based? What's the actual base then? Like what's it replaced with?
I don't know. Somebody
Tofu.
in the comments just said it.
Tofu
Not
or
tofu. No, vegan.
Yeah, somebody in the comments, please let me know.
plant-based.
Oh my gosh.
Plant-based shisha.
Damn.
But you're a smoker.
I'm not a smoker. I
You're
can't
a smoker.
smoke.
Sorry, you're a smoker.
I'm not.
All tobacco up in your
I
lungs.
can't smoke. This is no wonder.
Yeah.
Do you spit as well?
Do you know what's crazy? Spit what?
This guy's dirty.
That is so dirty. No. I was gonna make a
It's
dirty
the
joke, but
smoky.
no.
And so do you spit or do you swallow?
Do you swallow? That'll be on TD After Dark.
That used to be the dirtiest question back in the day.
Yeah, do you spit or
Do you
swallow?
spit or swallow? Now it's like, shut up. But
No, it's like,
back in the
shut
day, that was like a, ooh.
Ooh,
spit
saucy.
Yo, niggas used to ask girls, do you spit or swallow?
Nah, there's a lot of like cringy stuff.
We were in the
down
mud.
bad.
That was a question.
Down bad.
I'm not saying it's a question you ask when you're trying to get to know someone, but it's a question you'd ask if something sexual was gonna you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, what? Do you spit or swallow?
It's mad because it's like
Cringe.
when you think of like how like being moved in the kind of conversations that back is sickening.
No, that question is so cringe.
I get like first-hand embarrassment. It's just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And like the way guys are trying to move to girls and like even the guys that really had no game and then they try and like drop something sexual. I remember, oh my gosh, I remember one time I have this proper memory and I remember exactly where I was in my room, everything.
Yeah.
I saw some guy I didn't really know at the time, just getting to know him. And he's like, oh, like, what are you wearing? But I was like, I lived a very sheltered life. So I didn't know that this was meant to, he was trying to go a dirty route. So I was just like.
Oh, yeah, no. What you wearing is an old school, like, innuendo.
Yeah,
very,
but
very
I didn't know
old
that.
school. Ooh.
But I was
what
like
you
younger
wearing?
though. And then I was like, I'm just in my pajamas. And he was like, what, are you wearing shorts? I said,
I'm not gonna lie, when you really think about that, is a trash line. What are
Very.
you wearing?
what are you wearing? And I was just like,
Oh,
about?
nothing.
Nothing.
The other ones. Niggas are always hoping she says something like
No,
nothing
listen,
or underwear.
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga, I'm in my fucking pajamas. I saw a debate online that men are befuddled by the fact that women own a lot of pajamas and men don't own no pajamas.
yeah, I think it's weird that men don't know pajamas. I think it's
Brent,
wild to me.
Do you own pajamas?
No, I don't. Sorry.
You don't? I would have put you as a pajama man.
Yeah, I would think you would as well.
Do you own pajamas?
No.
You still getting pajamas for
Wait,
Christmas.
so I get out of my clothes to get into other clothes to go to sleep?
Yeah, sleep clothes.
Hold on. Do you sleep naked? Or do you sleep in your clothes? You sleep-
Sleep clothes.
no, he gives me I sleep in my daytime clothes vibes. Do you sleep in your clothes?
No, I have house clothes.
Yeah, same. Everyone has house clothes. right?
Yeah.
I sleep in my house.
But I don't sleep in my house. My house clothes is for me to walk around in.
No, I sleep in my house clothes. Or I sleep in whatever I'm wearing to my house. In my house, like shorts,
I find men so
t-shirt,
funny, you know.
hoodie.
How you sleep in a hoodie?
If it's I suffer from weird things.
You sleep in a hoodie?
If I don't, I can sleep in a tracksuit.
Why?
I've slept in a coat before.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. No, not a coat I'd wear outside.
Like a house coat.
Like a.
Not a robe.
What is a house coat?
So those who know about the Arsene Wenger coat. You know about Arsene Wenger coat? Yeah, so I've got an Arsene Wenger coat. No, I've got the actual one, Puma Arsenal.
Okay.
So I
And
don't
you
wear.
sleep
I don't
in
wear.
that?
I've slept in it before. Yeah, because it was
Why?
Because it was cold.
That's why you get. This is why you get fleece pajamas for winter. So in winter you have fleece pajamas, and in
don't
summertime you
own
wear like night dresses and
pajamas.
like lighter material cotton.
If I don't sleep in warmth or in adequate temperatures, I get sick. So sometimes I'll go sleep. I'll be fucking tired, yeah, and I'll fall asleep in a vest and a shorts,
So you wake up.
and I'll wake up sick.
Do you know? Okay, firstly, sorry, Brent. How many? When you put the poll up, how many options can you have?
I can put as many options as I want.
Can you please do? Do you own pajamas? Men, yes. Men, no. Women, yes. I want to know
Okay.
because this is outrageous. Yeah, like women own. Like, we're even fancy with it. Oh my gosh! So I remembered yesterday, right, that I have got these pajamas that are really, really nice and really cute.
Yeah.
But they got feather. They got feather around the what's the bottom of your trousers called? It's not rims.
Something.
Yeah, the bottom of my thing. It's got feathers there, and on my sleeves as well. It's got feathers, and I'm thinking I've been needing to wear it for time. I think I'm going to treat myself to wearing that.
Sorry, my sister is what's the word? When you do something a lot.
Avid.
She's an avid TDA listener. And
Oh, is she?
Me at 7. She was asking me, just by chance right now, she's asking me about the Patreon, and she asked me about Koi as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you know what's funny? So one of the
Go on. What? She asked you, what did you tell her?
Huh?
What did you tell her?
I told her
Brent, you're on crack.
I told her what I'll tell my sister the truth.
I told Brent to put a thing
What was
up
the
about
response when you
thingy.
told her the quote-unquote truth?
She was like, "Oh, really? Well, I hope X, Y." It was like a lot of sympathy, a lot of like hopefulness, a lot of wishfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I told Brent to put a poll up about pajamas. This man put up there, is Esther a chain smoker? Yes, no, yes times 2. I'm blown away that there's tobacco in that. I've got bad friends.
Yeah. No, listen, smoking is It's a bad habit, Esther.
It's very bad.
It's a bad habit.
And I just mad as well. I've got asthma review on Wednesday.
Asthma review?
Yeah, it's going to be in my lungs still.
What's asthma review?
So basically, it's to see how I'm getting on, make sure that my inhalers are still like effective for me and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just to see how my lungs are doing, basically.
So
I do like a breathe test and see how.
When you get rich, will you will you bust down your asthma pump?
What's wrong with you? He asks questions with a serious face as well. No,
because Skepta has one in it. That's what I thought.
Does he?
Yeah, he has a bust down because he has asthma. So he has a bust down asthma pump.
Oh no, I would not be doing that.
No,
I would not be. I'll have a bust down house and car and everything. That's more my speed of life.
Right, are you gonna get a TDA pendant?
No.
What will you be your first
We're gonna
big
be getting signet rings though for TMB.
Signet. What was that?
like a championship ring?
Kind of, but yeah.
The championship ring?
No, but yeah.
Can I get
What
one?
do you mean no, but yeah? It's either yes or no.
So basically, it's not a championship ring, but it's like that.
But what's a signet? And you're doing this, so you're talking about a two-finger ring.
No, this.
Oh,
is it the one that? So it'd be like a proper circle and have TNB in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the TNB thing. It will be some sort of third eye type of thing.
Okay.
I think that we should every year the best attendance is best two should get an additional ring.
I'm about to poison your food.
I'm actually saying that. So, wait,
right now, it's me and you. Like
that. What is it? Neck, or what is it saying? Never mind.
Neck and neck is the same.
Neck and neck, yeah, that's it. Does everyone get one, or is it just for the men?
As in TMB?
Yeah.
No. It's the founders.
That's dead. Why are you telling us then?
I'm just saying this.
Oh, you're talking about you, Stephen, E-Man, Daniel. No, okay.
Yeah.
So what's that gonna do with us?
It has nothing. I was just talking.
We don't care.
Hold on.
What do we get?
Are these rings gonna be like? Are they gonna be rings? Like peas behind
so,
it? And that?
Sorry.
So why don't we get one?
Exactly. What do we get?
This is the first show on TDA.
Bruh.
I mean, say on TMB.
To be honest, this is 100% a signature show. So we haven't decided yet what we're gonna be doing.
I want a ring.
Wait.
We've discussed this.
No. When are you doing these rings?
It's not anytime soon.
You know exactly where I'm going with this.
We going.
Look, is that where you put your money right now? The fucking rings.
No, you still have to start a union.
Where I put my money?
This is like
This is crypto money.
This is like
Blockchain money.
Crypto money.
B2K when they realized that they're doing shit contracts. The manager were talking about, yeah, young niggas been on tour. You make no money though, but check out my new Bentley.
You know,
check out the rings.
We were supposed to do this.
Nigga, where's my money?
We were supposed to do this before the TDA launch. It was on the TDA launch.
Yeah.
You were just supposed to see us and then go blang, blah, blah.
That's so dead. I'll be honest with you. If I will actually get you jumped and get
also,
your ring.
Brent, don't ever B2K me.
Ever.
I don't want to look back, of a couple of years.
Impossible.
Years time.
Imagine
Talk about, I was in a bad contract.
Impossible.
With everything I've seen in my life in regards to like hip hop artists and people saying they're in bad contracts. If I'm ever in a bad contract, I would die.
I'll be honest with you. I trust you so much, Brent.
Can you tell me why is it you don't trust me? Even though you've known all of this. Tell me why. I'm curious, right? I'm very curious.
Because you're a man of God.
Do you know what?
You're a man of God.
But what does that mean?
Allegedly is Pastor Toby.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing.
I trust you because I see you as a man who has morals and who is trustworthy and who isn't a liar and who values us.
Amen. But we spoke earlier before this went live, yeah?
Yeah.
And we spoke about people who move around saying things and they ain't really living it.
Yeah.
Right? How do you know I'm not doing that?
You might be. And if I'm ever bamboozled, then I'm going to...
But you know where I live as well, right?
I'm going to fall down.
I don't even like this conversation. I'm emotionally fragile right now. Listen, all I'm going to say is if you ever... Like, if it was a case where something happened and we find that we were being played by Brent, I can hand on my heart say that would be the worst heartbreak of my life.
I'm taking everything. I'm taking all the cameras.
I'm taking all the...
No, if I start seeing
That'd be mad.
you lot rolling with cars, jewelry, and me, so like,
And we're still trying to get here at 8 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
like, shit.
Impossible.
Got this
I've
Apple
still got
Watch.
my little car.
Got this Apple. You know what? The niggas got Rolex and APs and that.
Because
I'll be honest, it's never even crossed my mind that you could possibly be.
Because I always wondered, like, how come y'all...
He would just trust you.
Brent is blind faith.
Do you know? I'll be honest. I think that you've proven trustworthy to me.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's with little. It's easy to do it with little.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, Brent. I'll fuck his shit up.
Oh no, fuck the show. Yeah.
And the thing is, we've got Monks trust you too.
But this
Me?
is it.
Can you
I am
imagine?
dabbling in very, very dangerous waters.
Very. Can't lie to you,
Very,
mate.
very dangerous waters.
I'm putting you on lipstick.
And with him as well, with Esther, with him, the way he is,
Listen,
you two combined, I could see a little
I
something.
can see him putting bad thoughts in your mind.
You think that he can influence me?
I don't think
Emmanuel?
he'll influence you, but
Impossible.
No.
that would be a deadly
Impossible.
day.
Y'all
That
niggas-
will actually be a deadly day.
These niggas will take our publisher.
No, it'd be mad. Because you know what's mad? Because when we got our contracts here,
Yeah.
I was just going to sign it. And then Brent was like, no, read it properly, blah, blah. And then obviously thank you my aunt's a lawyer, so she went through it for me.
Yeah.
And even that, when she was like, okay, this, I was like, yeah, but Brent's trustworthy. Like,
Listen, I've seen documentaries like this, man. It could all fall down. You tell me.
oh my gosh. Could you imagine, yeah?
That's serious.
Can you imagine we make our first million and then we're like, oh my gosh, guys, we made our first million, we're expecting a bonus check.
Brent's like-
and then we come here one day and it's just empty.
Brent's like, yeah,
the door's
so
open.
These are your
Impossible.
deductions, electricity costs. Y'all thought the air car was free?
And it's like, extra, you wanted more lights? Well,
Oh yeah,
that's out.
Those 2 lights that y'all requested. y'all be asking for sweets.
They send the sweet to Chris.
My editing time. Y'all didn't put up them clips.
I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so happy.
Oh, wait.
You didn't post the clips.
Y'all thought those iPads were free?
Do you know?
Can you imagine?
This is bare deductions,
Do
bro.
you understand? It's all come out of my pocket. Nobody else's.
This one, is it?
Everything.
I thought y'all were sharing that.
Whew.
You,
Who's we?
Danielle mostly.
Everything is off the back of, all right, T&B is going to be doing this, that, and the next.
Yeah.
So all these things are just listed.
Yeah.
List.
Yeah.
So everything that's coming out, every single
Investments.
expense, everything is
Yeah.
listed.
Yeah, do you notice the monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see.
Yeah.
Soon you'll see Mango's face. I tested it out in a weekend. It was perfect.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
hear that?
Yeah.
Mark's is coming back.
Yeah, we got a new screen in front of us.
So get off our backs.
For Marks.
Yeah. And Corey will be back soon,
Yes, I'm coming back soon
even
too.
though nobody seems to believe.
Oh, y'all spoke?
Yes, we did.
Okay. I'm gonna call her.
They did not. But
Oh.
over the weekend,
It's a lie, bro.
it's funny when you said your sister asked you. Someone asked me as well. I know she's a listener because she watches the TV and she's like, "So for real?"
Yeah. What's really
On the
happening?
dinner table, you know, she's like, "So for real? Where's Koi Marks? Sense? Are you okay?" So Marks is on holiday, being redefining that Breggiano word,
Yeah.
and Koi is on a project. She's working,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Really?" I said, "Okay."
Yeah, the project's nearly done, by the way.
Yeah, but
sick.
then they're
And
gonna
she's
ask.
go on holiday.
But then they're gonna ask why is Marks here via a live stream?
They're not going to find that out because
Oh.
They won't know. Yeah.
As in, why he's not here in person.
No, that's the question they're gonna ask.
Yeah, but they're
is
never
what I'm
going to find out the answer to that.
saying. I know.
Okay, go
No, I
on.
know, but they're gonna have. It's gonna be a question.
I guess no, it is. No, it is.
Of course, it would be. Why is Marks
it's
here
serious.
via live stream every week? What's the reason behind it?
Yeah. I could have lied.
Huh?
I could have lied and just said he doesn't know how to make it here on time.
You could
anymore.
still lie. We haven't said anything.
You guys are saying all of this on the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This
This
is
is live. This is a live show.
Someone said if Iman was to bamboozle her, he'd just be like, "Listen, too bad, get your money up." I can see that.
You know, he has he has no contract.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't imagine
This,
so.
this is off all the back of this is
Trust.
passion.
Yeah, and,
Trust.
and, you,
Okay.
and you two are best friends.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
he
since
wouldn't
they was
imagine.
age
He wouldn't
6.
imagine in a million years you'd do him over. But listen, I never thought that Jay-Z and Damon Dash would break up.
Oh, Brent, look,
But they're
there's
best friends
an interesting comment on the screen, Brent.
on the screen.
You got your phone.
No.
Oh. Don't read it out though. Go
Why?
on the live, please, because it's just funny.
No, read it out. They put it there for the public.
Oh, but I don't want to. Okay, fair enough. I'm not reading out. Do you not see it?
I miss Iman the Unruly without him.
No. It's like towards the bottom.
Okay.
Say the person, then maybe you can.
Ebony Onyx said it. How many comments do you get on your phone?
What? I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, that's okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
See what you guys do when it is you guys are typing and then Esther's looking at it instead of conversing with us.
No, you guys were talking about. I don't know. You two were talking about something else.
What's the comment? Is it bad?
No, it's not bad. But it's interesting. It's interesting. When you read it, you get why.
All right, let's continue talking whilst I look for it. Thank you.
It's not that hard to find, really.
Jeez, Yusuf is made for the camera. All right.
Yeah, the red is making your skin pop. All right,
Thank you.
You found it?
No, sorry, I'm reading.
Oh, okay. It's all that melanin. But yeah, guys, Iman's not here today or tomorrow. I'm actually screaming. Not Iman adding to the doc. Iman put in the doc. He said,
I can see why you don't want to read that out.
Yeah, I don't want to. Don't read it out. But
can you show me where this was? Ah, okay.
Yeah, Iman's adding to the doc.
Oh,
He said, "Are we still in the intro?"
E-man, don't you ask no questions, bruv. You ain't here.
You ain't here.
So we do what we want to do.
Yes. Iman, we're talking about if you stole our money. If we came one day and realized that, our contracts are false, they've moved to the new building. But no, God forbid, that would never happen anyway.
Oh, no. Listen.
I do trust Brent.
Baseball bats, guns and butter, baby.
Listen, do you know what's actually so mad is that
Guns and butter.
I would be no use to the group at that point. I would be upset. I'd just be crying.
You cry?
Yes.
I don't cry. I'll call Brent immediately. I said, Brent.
One thing about me, I could
was
cry.
like, Brent, I trusted you, man. Like,
Yeah, and that would be the most disappointing thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, yeah.
You let me down.
yeah, I'm like, Brent, I trusted you.
that
Like,
would-
yeah.
That will really hurt. I think that would be the worst heartbreak I've ever been through.
Yeah. But how do we know officially that we've been bamboozled, though? Like, what would be the
I
straw
think-
that brought the camels back, essentially?
I think is that we can't get in contact with Brent anymore.
No, I don't think he'll do a runner. I don't think it'll be like a, we come here and the place has been gutted.
No, I think
For sale.
no, it could be a runner because he would just leave here and then go and set up the new black in America.
Impossible.
This is what the people on Netflix did. What's that woman with the coffee shop, with the vegan shop? That's what they were doing.
It's like, how did Rory and Maul suss out that Joe was doing them?
Because Joe was moving to a big house and they weren't.
You know how wild that was, that Rory and Maul debacle?
Yeah.
It was so wild because they fully believed that this guy wouldn't basically do them bad.
Yeah.
They fully believed it.
Yeah.
They were talking messy on everybody else's situation.
Yeah.
And they were chilling in. And he's dead.
I'm not even sure why Ish and Ice trust Joe. Like,
But
You know,
it's not contractual, but it's transactional with them. No,
yeah.
they know who Joe is, and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, just as long as you pay me this, we can come and just talk.
Yeah.
And I think, I think whenever people go through something, you always think it won't be you until it is you.
Yeah, because I don't think Joe's changed.
No.
I think Joe is
Yeah.
Joe.
I feel like he's same-
Joe
but
will
yeah.
always be Joe. I think the difference now is Ice and Ish have come into it knowing what just transpired. So they're probably way more upfront with Joe.
Yeah.
With questions about knowing this, knowing that. And I honestly feel like Joe has way more respect for Ish and Ice than he did for Rory and Maul, in my honest opinion.
Well, they're older friends
Yeah,
than them.
yeah.
Plus, I think it's just, again, each time you come on, you'll get this amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't think it's you built the show from the floor up.
Yeah.
So there is equity there.
Yeah, I think it's more clear that you two are just my employees, as opposed to those two feeling like, no, this is our show.
It's our show,
that
yeah.
we create together from the ground up.
But I believe that the contract that you guys sign is very clear as to what y'all would get. I think it's very, very clear.
Nigga, I'm still confused to this day.
I'm confused.
I think back like, right, did I get had?
How?
You got got.
I got
What? How?
I'm like,
Do you know how favourable that contract
If
is?
2 plus
It's
2
mad
is 4.
favourable.
yeah.
It's never been
you-
done before. Ever.
No, that was a good contract. Can't lie.
It is.
Nigga, where's my money?
We're just starting out.
Nigga, I've been on the grind, nigga. Where's my
This
money?
is ridiculous.
This is killing me this
Absolutely
morning.
ridiculous.
Where's my money, nigga?
Anyway, we're just playing.
We're absolutely playing, man.
We're
We
just
love
playing.
Brent.
Nobody gets paid here. Nobody in this room gets paid
You're
here.
buying fucking monitors and shit.
No one gets paid. This is why when you guys talk nonsense to me.
Nigga, I'm broke.
This is out of my team. What are you talking about? I'm making sure the production is as A1 as possible.
Now you've been getting ads on the slide. I heard the Spotify, bro.
We've got an ad guy on now. I told you guys we have a brand marketer on.
What's
now.
he doing?
And they're busy working behind the scenes, man.
You know what?
That's why.
Listen, we need
the team needs to be back,
Yeah.
and we need to literally tell everybody. All right. Obviously, we have an announcement coming up.
Yeah.
At the end of this month, we're gonna give you guys an announcement. You guys are gonna love this.
Also, I want to have a meeting with everyone. I want to know who's doing marketing, who's doing accounting. It's like Cam,
Let's meet the team.
Cam said when he went to
everybody on the team.
when Cam went to Def Jam, yeah, he didn't want to get stiffed like he did at Sony.
Yeah.
So when he went to Def Jam, he made sure he met everyone.
Yeah.
You're the accounting person. Cool, my name's Cameron. Are you do marketing? You're handling the budgets. You're handling
Nice to meet you,
merch.
fella.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cam. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have meetings. I need to have a meeting with Stephen, Danielle, John, Crystal.
Understand. This is
Everyone.
the first
Line 'em
10-pole
up.
show. It's the first 10-pole show.
Yeah.
Team B's entire network. The amount of shows that we're going to be releasing under that.
Yeah.
You are asking only for TDA. You can't be asking for everything.
No, also I'm the producer of those shows too. So
Amen.
Period.
more money.
It's funny because even before I started TD, I already told Brent the next job I want.
That was it.
Yeah.
Which is what?
I'm gonna produce Afrobeat shows.
Oh yeah, you mentioned it on here actually.
Yeah. So let me see you hire somebody else and let's see how that goes.
I said, E-man, your days are numbered. Essence, come take your job.
Listen, I'm gonna take your job, okay? But yeah, guys, do you like this video? Subscribe to our channel, comment, do all that great stuff. And as you guys know, the video stays up now as well. So share it, drop in your group chat. We're a lit bunch. You guys know this. And also join the TNB network. So join. You guys won't get rings though, but join it anyway. community.thenewblack.com. And you can also join the TDA Backstage Access. And let's get into today's issues.
Today's issue, Elizabeth.
Right, so paying respect in person. Some mourners wishing to pay their final respects to the Queen have been warned to expect long queues. Details have been revealed about how people can attend the line in state, which will take place at the Palace of Westminster. Large crowds are expected, and there are warnings that those wanting to take part in the historic occasion may have to wait for hours and even overnight. People are advised to bring food and drink as well as suitable clothing. The line in state begins at 5 p.m. on Wednesday and will last until 6:30 on Monday, the 19th of September, the day of the Queen's funeral. It will be open 24 hours a day between those times. Members of the royal family will follow behind the hearse as it travels to St. Giles Cathedral in the Scottish city, where the Queen's coffin will lie under vigil for 24 hours. There will be a service and the coffin will rest at the cathedral for 24 hours for members of the public to pay their respects before it is flown back to RAF Northolt to then make its way on to Buckingham Palace. There is a note here for transparency purposes. I will read it out. It says, so Esther, will you be paying your respects as a thank you for the bank holiday?
Oh yeah, you need to talk about that because you were proper
I was dying for it.
yeah, and your feelings about that.
My way of paying respect for the bank holiday is to enjoy the bank holiday.
Yeah.
So the next is titled, Esther is awarded a bank holiday. And when I tell you, God answers prayers because it was heavy on my
I
heart.
told you there was going to be one.
I was so happy. When you sent that to me, it made my weekend. It really did.
Yeah.
Imran sent a message in, by the way. He said that when AZ gets back, he's going to defend the White Garment Church.
And the Islamic nation, wasn't it?
And yeah, the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, but we would have moved on from that, Iman. So, yeah.
I'm like, man's going to come back on Wednesday.
Trust me.
So on Monday, y'all said...
Babes, we moved on, okay? But yeah, so a bank holiday across the UK has been approved by King Charles III for the day of the funeral of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The new king confirmed the order at a ceremony in London, proclaiming him as monarch. The Queen's state funeral will be held on Monday, the 19th of September. The Queen, Britain's longest ever reigning monarch, died peacefully on Thursday afternoon at her Scottish estate in Balmoral. The upcoming bank holiday is one of several ways in which life in the UK is temporarily being put on hold following the Queen's death. A period of national mourning is now in place and will last until the day of the state funeral, the government has announced. There is no obligation for organisers to cancel planned events, but many that were due to happen in the immediate aftermath of the Queen's death have already been cancelled or postponed for a few days. Football matches in the Premier League, English Football League, or in Scotland or Northern Ireland have been postponed until Tuesday, while all games in the Women's Super League, Women's Championship, and Women's FA Cup have also been put on hold. A number of horse racing, golf, and boxing features have also been called off. The large-scale strike actions planned for next week were immediately cancelled following the Queen's death, and the Trades Union Congress said it was postponing its annual conference in Brighton this weekend out of respect. On the day of the state funeral, government guidance suggests organisers of sporting fixtures or pre-planned events may wish to adjust timings to avoid clashing with the service or processions.
Okay.
Does that mean that we should all be... So is this like a... what's it called? Is this a bank holiday for us to stay in our houses and be quiet?
Is this within the 10 days of mourning?
Yes, I think that's the last day, the day of the funeral.
I think that's what they want it to be. I don't think this is meant to be like
go to the pub.
Yeah, but we can do what we want, innit? Remember, this stuff is not compulsory. Like even the Premier League, they didn't have to cancel the games.
I thought they were gone for 2 weeks.
I think they are, because then the second week of games falls on that weekend of the 19th.
Okay.
So I believe that there'll be no Premier League that week as well. Then there's the international break as well. So it's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. But you could do what you want on bank holiday.
Oh, you're damn right I will.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, let's get into our topic of the day. What you saying? So, we're doing a part 2 of the last conversation we had on Friday. So we touched on this last week, but our discussion has been had on the television networks across the world. And since we've all had time to get used to the Queen's death, we wanted to revisit the subject and assess the sentiment of the community. So polls say between only 10 to 15% of the population at any given time have ever wanted the end of the monarchy. Granted, if only minorities were asked, this may be very much different. So no one can tell black people how to hurt or express ourselves during this time. But the opinions of black people online have pretty much been in 3 camps: happy, indifferent, or sad. What are our thoughts?
First of all, where do you lie on that 3-tier system?
I'm indifferent.
Yeah, I'm indifferent as well.
I can't be happy for someone's death. I'm not a witch.
Yeah.
I'm not sad because it's not like I had breakfast with every day.
Yeah.
So I'm indifferent.
Yeah, I'm indifferent too. I haven't seen the sad part. Maybe because I'm in my little black Twitter echo chamber.
Do you know what? I have, and back to church.
Yeah.
Because we have, there's one of the elders who actually shared the word yesterday. He's black. And he said he shed tears.
Did you see?
Shout for him,
did you see people who are recording their African parents' reaction?
Yeah.
You saw that, right? A lot of mums and dads were crying. I don't know if they've been performing it for the camera or the children.
I think they meant it.
Yeah, like, why is that? Is it what you said the other day, Stockholm Syndrome?
I think it is. Because I was even saying, I remember when she passed away and they announced it, I said to Brent, I said, if my grandma was alive, she would have been doing the most.
Yeah.
She would have been crying. She would have been really upset. She would have messaged me and be like, oh, it's just so, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like they wear it on their head. I'm sorry, but it's got to be Stockholm Syndrome. I don't understand it.
I remember when Diana died.
Ooh.
My mum, I'm not sure if my mum was upset, but it definitely was a thing in our household that she died, and it was a sad time.
My friend's name is, her first name is Princess, her second name is Diana. Because Diana died when she was born. Her name is Princess Diana.
That's not her surname. That's her middle name is Princess. Her middle name is Diana.
No, her first name is Princess. Yeah. Her middle name is Diana.
And her surname is
whatever it is. So her mum named her after Princess Diana. Like, actually called her Princess Diana.
We need to get some aunties on the phone. If you're an auntie, if you're between the age of 50 and 70, please call in right now and tell us,
do you know what?
Why you love the royal family so much.
Yes, or do you know what? If you even know why it is that your parents love them so much, maybe you had that conversation with them. Please call in somebody.
I'm trying to come to my own conclusion. I think it's... How can I explain it? Brent, help me out.
I don't have parents or grandparents that love or suck on the teat.
I don't think my parents love them either, to be fair.
You just suck on the tit?
Teat.
Suck on the what?
Teat.
As in titties?
Yeah.
You're a nest. First of all, it's Monday morning. Everyone get a grip. No, I need to. I don't know what it is, but because for me, do you know what it is for me? I'm indifferent about it. But the thing is, I also understand. I understand people that are more annoyed and indifferent because they're like, this is what the royal family did to our families. This is what that is in our communities, our countries, and blah blah. So I get that. So for me, I can't lie. When I find a black person who is genuinely sad, not because because when people die, you kind of get sad. You know, it's like a reality check.
Yeah.
But outside of the reality check, being sad because actually the queen is gone, like, oh, I don't get that.
Do you think our parents are a lot more integrated into the not British culture, but how can I say this? Brent, help me out again. Like, how can I'm trying to word this.
Like, do you feel like they're more in tune with the British culture than we are?
To a degree. Like,
I think they are.
I know it probably doesn't make sense that they would
They've
be.
been conditioned.
Yeah, that's
right.
it. Yeah, I feel like our parents' generation, from the minute they got here, they just said yes.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it's conditioned. Yeah, maybe.
I think one, they were happy to come here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I feel like our parents' generation, they almost feel like privileged to be here.
There is, do you know what?
You know what I'm trying to say?
For years, I've been trying to find what that, because there's actually a psychology term for that.
Yeah.
Where basically you feel like you're happy. Okay, they're happy to be here.
Yeah.
So anything that happens, they don't want to complain because it's like we're lucky to be here in the first
like
place.
it's better to be here than be back home.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna, because obviously when our parents came here, they probably experienced way more heinous racism than us, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like as they got older and they hit a certain age, I almost feel like they feel like they're no longer in that space, right? Where now the fight is more on us. Mm-hmm. And they're just, they're
just taking a back seat, yeah.
Their feet are up and I've paid my dues. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy Lisbeth and them. Y'all,
Lisbeth and them.
Y'all are on the front line.
Yeah, but LOL.
Like, you know what I mean?
We ain't really.
It's hard to convey what I'm trying to say, but
I know exactly what you're trying to say. But because someone's fighting me about saying Stockholm syndrome, but okay. But I do think it's a conditioning. Yeah. I do think they feel like they've been privileged to be allowed in this society, and to even be able to even experience what their culture is.
Yeah.
So they almost feel like, I don't want to be offensive by rejecting any part of it. So like they can't.
I'm grateful for my opportunity.
Yes, because sometimes as well, like even if you complain about something to do with like racism or whatever, it's almost, their tone is almost like, listen, at least you're here. Like, be grateful. You're in their society. They don't owe you anything.
That's what I'm saying. I think our parents' generation will be. They don't play the race card.
They don't.
They don't play the race card.
And when racism is so apparent in a situation,
they
say we're playing the race card. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like, even sometimes, like, we'll talk about stuff, and then, like, older people that have had conversations, the older generation, I'll be like, oh, say police
that's
brutality.
Fair enough. Sorry, Esther, that's fair enough, because your parents or grandparents wouldn't have come through that particular trauma of slavery. In the West Indies, it's different. But your parents or grandparents came from Africa.
Yeah.
Not through the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it'd be different.
I guess. But when
but
when I think though that when they did come here, my mum, for example, moved here when she was 15, right? My grandma got her nurse qualifications or whatever here, right? They suffered racism. So granted, you went on a ship, but you suffered like really bad racism. So for me, when I see you then like so happy to embrace culture, but you suffered racism.
But they would think, but this isn't our country, so
and that's the behavior.
Don't make a scene.
Let us comply before they kick us all out.
Yes, and that's the mindset.
Yeah.
But I find that weird because it doesn't take away from that. But I do think that the way we look at the Gen Z, and we're like, they're so entitled. They probably look at us like that because they're thinking, you guys are going to complain. You guys are doing protests. You're complaining about racism. Wow. What luxury that is.
Yeah. Because the thing is that, like, we don't know our parents fight.
Yeah.
Like, they actually came here from another country. We were just born here.
Yeah.
So we don't even know the types of stuff our parents were going through when they were our age.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to say. So I feel like we take their fight for granted. They might just be tired.
Yeah.
Like, I fought in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Like, let me just. I don't want that anymore. So I'm just gonna kick my feet up and just, you know what I mean, be complicit.
I do think it's that. I do think it's being complicit. I do think they're tired as well.
Yeah.
But I can't help sometimes when I say stuff that's so obvious and I'm like, that was obviously like racism, like the police and whatever. And their response to it is, well, black people, we do West ourselves.
And also, when you hit a certain age, right, you lose the fight.
Yeah.
Like at a certain age, you don't like. At a certain age, you just want to.
You just want to be
a simple, happy life. You don't want to have to be, going toe to toe with a man no more. You just want to. You know what I mean? So I think age has its.
Ebony Onyx, can you clarify this statement? Unfortunately, Africans didn't get the brunt of the racism. Can I? I need to understand what that means.
Call in. Guys, the number is there, 075
Africans didn't get the brunt of the racism.
1073. Africans in America did. Didn't they?
Not only did Africans get, I'm not even, this is not who got more.
It's not Olympics,
Olympics. This is not Struggle Olympics to me, but not only did Africans get it from whites, Africans got it from Caribbeans too.
Yeah, I want to know if it is that she's talking about experience.
Like Africans were getting it from their own people, as in black people, and from white people. I can attest to this.
It's mad.
I'm not saying it happened everywhere, but it happened to me. Yeah. I've seen it when I was in primary school. Like it was a thing.
No, that's the thing.
It was a thing.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Is anyone gonna call in or what are y'all doing?
Y'all scary.
You're scared? But yeah, man, I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff online over the weekend. People talking about, be respectful and be this and be that. But I just think each is their own, innit? People feel the way they feel about different people.
Yeah.
It's like when, Kevin Samuels was I think some people obviously have the mindset of respect the dead.
Yeah.
Me personally, my life, respect is given to whomever is deserving of that respect.
Yeah.
You don't just get respect just because you're not in the world anymore. I don't get that.
Someone tweeted, Kevin. This is a tweet someone put in the group. Kevin Samuels probably in hell telling the Queen Elizabeth she is 6 at best. So you 96, single, got grandkids, and you looking for a high value man? Nigga, you were 6 at best. Imagine telling the Queen you were 6.
You're 6 at best.
It's the at best that makes me laugh the most.
No, Kevin Samuels, he was a.
Do you think that the Queen was a wavy white?
No.
As in she was buff.
When she was younger,
When she was younger. I don't think she was a bad looking woman, no. But I don't look at the Queen when she's younger and thought, oh, she's a spice. Mainly because it's all in black and white.
Do you know, even when she was younger, I don't think she was like the. Wait, what did you say?
All the footage was in black and white.
You're such an egg. But you can tell the banging white women though in black and white. There's something about them.
You can tell banging on any woman in black and white.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, black and white is just.
Yeah, I don't know. She did what she needed to do.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Is that all our thoughts on that?
Let's quickly talk about. Did you see the little clips of Chas when he was signing his thing and he was like telling his aides to move the whatever it was.
I don't want to. What, as an aide to like flip the paper?
So imagine he's like got to sign the paper.
Yeah.
And then this is in his way. He's like telling the aides. Like, move this. Like,
man's already got a bit of power and it's going to his head already.
Yeah, and he was doing like move this.
Because he's an angry old man. He looks like
I'm like, big man, just move it yourself. Stop acting.
But he's walking like a king now. He's a king now.
King Chas.
I really wish I could get to know the actual what the atmosphere was like when she died. Like, because sometimes obviously with family, interesting people, interesting characters.
Yeah.
So like, was he lying in wait? Like, okay, not too long now, I'm going to be king. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder what.
I definitely think so. I'm not saying he didn't love his mum. He definitely loved his mum, right?
Yeah.
But I think that Charles has wanted to be king for the longest time, and he's just been waiting for his day. Think about it. This is his birthright.
Yeah. He's
been waiting for his job his entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Prince of Wales, whatever. But the ultimate goal is to be king. And Charles is like, damn, I'm 60, no king.
Yeah.
65, no king. So like, he's been waiting for time. So I feel like Charles is like, yes, my day's finally come. He always knew that him being king would mean his mum would have to pass away. So this is something I reckon he's, almost been trained for his whole entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then I would be upset because I don't have that much time.
He doesn't. But
do you know what I mean?
I don't think Charles wanted his mum to die. He just wanted to be king.
Yeah.
So, but one has to come before the other.
That's the thing.
So it's kind of a sticky one, isn't it? Because
when I think about that, William's going to have a longer reign than he does.
Yeah.
How old is Williams?
William is 40. So
40, yeah.
by our calculations, life expectancy. And all
Actually, no, he might be the same age. Actually, yeah.
Nah. So I reckon
Probably even 60s.
around about 60 something. William will be in charge.
That's mad.
Yeah.
To be fair, when you think about the way we even got the bank holiday, because the Queen, when she was alive, said the bank holiday wasn't a mandatory thing.
Yeah.
And then Charles comes and says, no,
Yeah.
I give the rules now.
Is there an age as well? So let's just say, for example, right? Because after William, it's what's his first son's name again?
I don't know.
Whatever his name is.
He's that rude kid, isn't it?
He's next in line, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say, for whatever reason, Chas, William, they pass away.
Yeah.
Before the kid reaches a certain age.
Yeah.
Is he the head of monarch still, or does it then pass down to Harry because of his age?
No, I think it will still be him.
But
Depending on how old he is.
But it'll just be
because if he's 16, you're gonna have to step up, man. You're gonna have to step up to it.
No, but he can't step up. He can't rule.
But he'll have an advisor though.
You have an advisor. This is what I think it would be. If there is no age limit on it, he'll be the head of the monarch just for pure optics.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't make the decisions.
In what way can Harry get there? If then everybody's wiped out?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Everyone before him would have to be, you know what I mean? Would have to miraculously pass away.
Yeah.
All right, so Ebony responded. She said, you are conflating two separate things. You were talking about our parents' generation. And the fact is, Caribbeans came here first, so got the worst of the racism. That is what I meant.
Okay.
Yes, it is true that Caribbeans came here first. We're invited. However, white racists didn't make a distinction between Caribbeans and Africans when they decided to be racist. So, yes, there's a sequence of events.
So it happened to you. So you're saying it's by default then?
What's by default?
The fact that she's saying that Caribbeans got it worse. It's by default because you just...
Oh, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you came in first. Yeah.
But they didn't make a distinction between Caribbeans.
She said black is black.
Say, all right, oh, you're African? All right, cool, we'll leave you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go to Caribbeans. Yeah. That wasn't the case. In fact, there are many times when it is Caribbeans and Africans came together to basically fight the whites. My barber, he was like, you don't understand how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were, I guess, ops. Like you had the Jamaican barbers and you had the African barbers.
Yeah.
And when it is that the whites kept on troubling both of them, they made a plan to basically attack them. So. Yeah. Anyway. All right, thank you very much, Ebony.
Thanks, Ebony.
Yeah.
Ebony. All right, okay, well, let's get into our next headlines.
Number 3, 4.
Much that the Africans want to do, Ukraine is taking back what is theirs. Ukraine's military says its forces have retaken over 3,000 square kilometers during a rapid counter-offensive in eastern Ukraine. The remarkable advance, if confirmed, means Kiev's forces have tripled their state gains in little over 48 hours. On Thursday evening, President Zelensky put the figure at 1,000 square kilometers and then 2,000 square kilometers on Saturday evening. These figures could not be verified and journalists have been denied access to the front lines. Why would a journalist want to be frontline? On Saturday, the eastern counterattack saw Ukrainian troops enter the vital Russian-held supply towns of Izium and Kupiansk. But UK defense officials have warned that fighting has continued outside those towns, and officials in Kiev said Ukraine forces were still fighting to gain control of a number of settlements around Izium. Russia's defense ministry confirmed its forces' retreat from Izium itself and Kupiansk, which it said would allow its forces to regroup in territory held by Moscow-backed separatists. The Russian ministry also confirmed the withdrawal of troops from a third key town, Balakiev, in order to bolster efforts on the Donetsk front. Ukrainian forces entered the town on Friday. The pace of the counterattack has not only caught the Russian off guard, but even surprised some Ukrainians. But Russians still hold around a fifth of the country, and few imagine a swift end to the war. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I thought
No, go on.
might sound ignorant, but it's crazy that that's all that's still going on. I wonder if they stopped during the morning. Actually, no, they didn't. We just reported it. Do you know what I mean? They didn't respect the Queen's death to put it on, to cease fire for a moment.
Nah, they don't
care.
Them set of rules there.
Don't care. All right. Well, it appears air pollution leads to cancer. So researchers say they have cracked how air pollution leads to cancer in a discovery that completely transforms our understanding of how tumours arise. The team at the Francis Crick Institute in London showed that rather than causing damage, air pollution was waking up old, damaged cells. One of the world's leading experts, Professor Charles Swanton, said the breakthrough marked a new era and it may now be possible to develop drugs that stop cancers forming. The classical view of cancer starts with a healthy cell. It acquires more and more mutations in its genetic code or DNA until it reaches a tipping point. Then it becomes a cancer and grows uncontrollably. But there are problems with this idea. Cancerous mutations are found in seemingly healthy tissue, and many substances known to cause cancer, including air pollution, don't seem to damage people's DNA. This new research has produced evidence of a different idea. The damage is already there in our cells' DNA, picked up as we grow and age, but something occurs to effectively pull the trigger that actually makes it cancerous. In their experiments, researchers were able to stop cancers forming in mice exposed to air pollution by using a drug that blocks the alarm signal. The results are a double breakthrough, both for understanding the impact of air pollution and the fundamentals of how we get cancer. I never understand why they operate on mice. Are we like mice? Well, not we, but are human beings like mice?
I don't know. I don't believe so. There's definitely a reason why they use mice. I always thought it's because, there's a lot of mice.
Okay, Yusuf.
There's a lot of mice.
There's a way to get rid of them.
And, mice are very easy to obtain.
Yeah.
And easy to experiment on. There's probably a scientific reason why they use mice.
Mice and rats have long served as the preferred species for biomedical research animal models due to their anatomical, physiological, and genetic similarity to human beings.
There you go, Esther. You were right.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Okay.
So you look like a rat.
Who's you?
No, I'm reading what's on here.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you are. Anyways, all right. Let's get into Word on Road. In morning, but
we can add the Lipstick Alley to the end of this. Lipstick Alley.
Do you know what? Yeah, how many of our listeners are on Lipstick Alley?
Be honest, man. Be honest. How many?
I about it today.
Put your hand up in the comments
Brent?
if you are.
And can we do this as number 4? Because
cool.
I want to chop this up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So the first bit of news that I've got. So Haile Bailey, who is from Chloe and Halle, the singer, she is going to be starring as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Sick. It's absolutely amazing. I remember when the news broke, one people are racist, they're going to show their ass.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. No, big up Sebastian. Sebastian was my guy. Ariel,
under the sea.
But when she was announced that she was cast for it, people were like, "Oh, how is Ariel gonna be black? She has locks, blah 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 blah." Well, they made it work, and the trailer came out over the weekend, and she looks absolutely amazing, and her voice, it's just.
I've seen a clip of her as Ariel, but I haven't watched the full trailer yet.
It's beautiful, man. Yeah. It just looks so it looks like a live. I'm not really into the live Disney films. It scares me.
I didn't watch the Lion King one because I just
I didn't. I felt like I was gonna be watching like Animal Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
With the Lion King one, it just wasn't giving.
Lion King one, it was full CGI, right?
Yeah.
100%
Because it looks proper like real and everything. It was just like, yeah. Even in that Beyonce could. Anyway, but so with the Little Mermaid one, I can't lie, it looks very, very like real life.
Yeah.
And it kind of freaked me out a little bit. It made me a little bit scared.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's not gonna be scary because obviously it's Little Mermaid, but
well, it might get scary when
the witch comes in.
The witch comes,
Whew.
Have they showed who's playing her?
No.
Okay.
We just know about Halle at the moment.
Okay.
It looks a bit like, okay, but it's beautiful because obviously she's got her locks, and obviously everyone's got like red hair or whatever. Yeah. So it's nice because they basically dyed her locks, red, and it just absolutely is beautiful. And I remember when she was filming it, actually, because it was during lockdown she was filming it, because I remember she had to move, because it was filmed in London as well. She moved here to London to do the filming, whatever. Yeah. And I remember she and Chloe were saying that was the first time they've been away from each other in like years.
Okay.
And so they would always do like Insta
Are they
lives. No,
Oh.
Chloe's older.
Okay.
Yeah, I know everyone thinks they're twins. No.
Yeah.
Chloe's older, like I think she's 23.
Okay.
And then Hallie's at 21, I think.
Okay.
And it was just so beautiful. So it's amazing to see it all come to life. And I think that was kind of the beginning of, I would say, the solo projects.
Yeah.
Because obviously Chloe was then working on her own music, and then Hailey was out here. Is it Halle? What's the guy in Western called?
The guy in Western.
Yeah, he's Halle, innit?
Halle, yeah, I think.
Yeah, so she's Hailey. Sorry,
Yeah.
I always get that confused. But yeah, so it's just really beautiful. The trailer looks absolutely lovely. And in a recent interview, she said that, of course, she's very excited to be doing it, and you know, the importance of her being cast as Ariel, as a black woman, of course, and how when she was a kid as well, she pretended to be Ariel when she was swimming, and she said, "I want the little girl in me and the little girls just like me who are watching to know that they're special and they should be a princess in every single way. There's no reason they shouldn't be." That reassurance was something that I needed, and it was just absolutely just beautiful. And people have been praising it, and you know, obviously, she can sing, so people have been praising her singing as well, and it's just amazing. It looks really, really cool. It looks amazing, and I'm looking forward to watching it. It's definitely gonna scare me, because you know, like the whole like Mami Water thing as well. Like it's just, when I was watching a cartoon, I knew it was a cartoon, but knowing that this is a human being, I don't know I can't explain what it is. It's just freaking me out a little bit, but I am looking forward to it. I will watch it. And yeah, and obviously people compared as well to when Brandy played Cinderella.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's just nice to see, you know, to see these things, and people are saying, you know, she better get awards for this and an Oscar and all that kind of stuff. So
They haven't seen the film yet. It's big Oscar, you know.
people are fast. That's what they are. They're very fast. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I wanted to give you guys as well a little update on Neyo and his situation, because it's been alleged actually that, so you know, I mentioned how his wife was divorcing him because she found out that he was sleeping with what they're called?
Yeah,
prostitutes. And he allegedly had a baby on the way. Allegedly might even be 2 babies. He's gone away.
What, twins?
No, like another separate baby.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be another baby, because there's some woman who is linked to him. He was kind of showing off a baby bump over the weekend and stuff. So yeah. So there's that. And then also with their divorce and stuff in court.
Yeah.
So obviously she's requesting alimony. She's requesting alimony and saying she wants joint and physical custody of the children. And but he's basically said, "Listen, girl, get your money up."
Damn.
Yeah. So he basically he said she needs to get a job.
Well, if she's unemployed and they're no longer together, then she does need to get a job.
Yeah, but I think it was a thing where I feel like maybe she was maybe the housewife and she's taking care.
Okay.
So we can't be getting a divorce because you're an idiot. And then now you want me to just go out in the job market. What kind of job am I going to get?
Well, no, he still has to pay her what's it called, isn't it?
Alimony. But he's not wanting to pay it. He's not wanting to do anything.
Hold on, what's the difference between alimony is a divorce settlement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, alimony is what you pay them monthly. It's like a pocket money.
Oh, so hold on.
So outside of child support,
So outside of child support,
it's
you
like
pay
spousal
alimony.
support.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's saying that he's been solely responsible for the mortgage and maintenance of the property since they purchased it, and also he wants her to move out the house. That is so rude, because the kids grew up there. Like, I always say that if it's a divorce, whoever's going to be the primary carer of the children, to make it so it's not too much changes for the children, the primary carer should keep the house.
Yeah, I think what's best for the children should always be at the forefront of anyone's mind. But, you know, with these situations, you know, feelings are involved. So people are hurt and people become petty and spiteful.
Yep.
And do things, you know, to spite the partner. So it's sad.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens anyway, because he is kind of making it clear that he's the breadwinner and he's got the money and blah, blah. And so she can just get a job and keep it moving.
Neyo.
Yeah. And then the biggest tea of them all, I'm going to tell you.
Rage is out here spinning.
I take my TDA job very seriously, because he did a live. I was sleeping while he was in the live because the babe was tired.
Yeah.
But when I woke up, I caught up on the live. All 45 minutes of it.
Oh, I didn't. Me, I saw 1 minute clip where you talked about, well, I'll let you say it about.
I watched all 45 minutes and I said, this heifers better appreciate it. So what had happened was Kris Jenner and Kylie Jenner went on James Corden's show.
Yeah.
On there, James Corden brings up the whole sex tape stuff. And he says he would like Kris to do a on screen, live lie detector test.
Yeah.
He basically asked her, like, did you know about, did you orchestrate the sex tape, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And she said no, and it showed that she was not lying. She was telling the truth.
Yeah.
So that's where Ray J said, enough is enough.
Yeah.
I've had enough of this and I'm over it. You guys are moving mad. And so he's currently on holiday in the DR. I wonder if he sees some marks. But yeah, he's
He might have.
he might have. But yeah, he was on holiday or whatever. So he basically paused his holiday to give us receipts. So remember I reported a while ago that he showed messages between him and Kim Kardashian when the Kardashians aired an episode where they said that Saint saw on Roblox a picture of Kim's crying face from the sex tape. And it said, watch Kim Kardashian's new sex tape. And Saint was like, oh, mommy, like, look, you're crying here.
Yeah.
It was a crying emoji or whatever, or crying meme. And then she then had a breakdown about it, called Kanye. And she's like, oh, I thought they're threatening to, release another tape, blah, blah. And Kanye's like, you know what? Let me handle it. Mother of my kids, our kids are involved, let me handle it.
Yeah.
And he allegedly goes to meet Ray J and collects the last remaining tapes and contracts or whatever it is.
He collects the whole computer.
He collected the whole computer.
He walked in the room with a computer and he's like, I think, what is this?
Foolishness. So he goes and collects the computer, comes back and says, yeah, I've saved the day. And she's just like, I'm just so glad that this can finally be behind me and blah, 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 all that nonsense anyway. I then reported back then that was all a lie. It was all staged. It was a lie. There was never anything that was in Ray J's possession. Yeah. Ray J said he never, ever had any of the copies of the sex tapes, ever. He said that it was all with Kim. In the last house she lived in, it was in a Nike box under her bed. Yeah. He's never been in possession of anything. So he didn't understand why this storyline was made up. Yeah. And then he then showed screenshot messages of when he DM'd Kim to say, hey, I've seen the trailer of the show. What the hell was this about? Yeah. I've got kids, I've got a family. I cannot have my kids growing up to think I did this thing. And then in the messages, he was saying how, for a fact, we never, this isn't the truth kind of thing. Yeah. So all of that stuff anyway. He brought up those we showed those text messages again. Yeah. Funny though, when he was scrolling through his phone, the very first message on there, he dropped her like a hey big head.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Did it say how long ago the message was? Did it say the weeks or something?
No, he scrolled quickly. You couldn't see the dates. Because this one, the one about the whole show thing, that was in April. Yeah. But that one was before April. And he's like, hey, Kimmy.
It's funny because from the outside looking in, you would think that they're so separate from each other right now. Yeah. But they've got so much history.
They do.
How could they ever not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still have some type
kind of chemistry.
Maybe not chemistry, just obviously they have a connection. Yeah. That will never go away, innit?
Yeah.
But I feel like as years go on, I find it hard to believe that they even speak.
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah.
So basically, because he was basically saying that he hasn't seen her in 13 plus years, basically. Yeah. But the message I'm talking about, the first one, because he was scrolling it was so funny. He was scrolling to the top of the thing, and he was recording it with something else for the live. Yeah. And then he quickly shows that, and he just I said, nope, not that one. But the message says, Kimmy, miss talking to you, been so long. I'm super low key shit. I'm some super low key shit. Hit me if you can. So much to tell you. Gives her his phone number. This is my first time ever reaching out. I'm in such a positive place now from when we were younger. No shady shit. Hit me if you get this. Love heart. Then he says, if you hit me, just put 1721 and I'll know. Then let's do a call or link up. You're out here trying to move to a married woman.
I swear he's still with Princess.
Yeah, but they'd be breaking up and not breaking up. And even recently there was a clip, I think from Love and Hip Hop, I'm not sure. And he's saying to her that she's like, yeah, but you were cheating on me. So I think she's moved on. She's dating someone else now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But he's upset. And he's like, oh, you're out here being a hoe. Men are mad. You're out here being a hoe, blah, blah, talking to this man, blah, blah. Yeah. And she's like, first of all, you've been cheating on me and you were cheating on me with prostitutes. He said it didn't count because it's prostitutes. He said it doesn't count as cheating because it's prostitutes. Ray J is mad, but in his live as well, Kanye West was tuned in. So he shared all that stuff, but then the bit that really gets interesting outside of what he did the first time was that he's basically saying the contracts, he didn't actually technically sign it. Yeah. So before I even get there, he said that there was a release plan to release 3 sex tapes. Yeah. He said that there was, I think one of them was it was like Cabo 1, Cabo 2, no, Cabo Intro. Yeah. Cabo 2, which is, I guess, the main shebang. Yeah. And then it was, is it Santa Monica?
Santa Monica's a place. Santa
Monica. Yeah, we'll go for that. That and then that was a third sex tape.
Yeah.
So in the contract, he was like he's been initiating and signing whatever through the contract, but the last bit was the deliverables, which is basically the summary and the important bit of what they're going to be giving the Vivid, which is the company that bought the sex tapes. And he said that Kim was basically rushing him to sign it, that he never actually signed it. Okay. She signed it for him.
Okay.
And he said he got a witness expert, like a handwriting witness expert, and the person confirmed that
that's not his handwriting.
It's not his handwriting. It's Kim's handwriting.
Yeah.
Because he also showed like love letters they had before and letters she's written to him.
Yeah.
And he showed all of that stuff, compared it, and he said, "See, this is her handwriting." And also when he's handing the documents, he's wearing it with gloves. So they've also been able to find her DNA to match the letter that she sent him and also his contracts.
Yeah.
So technically he didn't really sign. I think the way it's moving now as well, he's like, he basically wants to go to court because he's like, I've allowed you to slander my name for all these years because I loved you and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But it's mad. And he's also saying that the sex tapes were actually like planned.
Yeah.
So he was saying how they had sex tapes, but then Chris watched it back. Chris, being Kim's mum, watched back the sex tapes and was like, actually, you guys need to do it again. And because it will show Kim in a better light.
Yeah.
That she's basically, Kim is not really.
That's a clip I saw.
Yeah. And for me, that's wild. For your mum to watch a sex tape and say, actually, do it again. This is great, but production wise, I think you guys can do better.
Yeah.
More of it, more energy.
Yeah, more energy. And then apparently they'd done another one.
Yeah.
She watched it, but I think she still chose the one that came out or something like that.
Yeah. So he sent all of that stuff and he's like, how sick is that kind of thing?
Yeah.
And then he's basically just exposed all of that stuff. I think the first one, obviously, with the text messages and stuff, it didn't really give as much information. Even then, I can't lie to you, I still stood with Ray J. But I think knowing that now, that she didn't even sign the contract, I'm wondering whether there's a legal case for it. So he's basically saying that he's ready to go to court.
Yeah.
Someone's got to give him that. At this point, it's just all wild and mad. But I'm wondering whether he will have a leg to stand on legally. But I do think that unless you're someone's carer and you have permission to, and they're not in a place where they can mentally or physically sign contracts themselves, so you are literally their guardian, you shouldn't really be signing contracts for people. Because I feel like he could easily argue that he was coerced to do it, especially if when you find out then that also all of it was orchestrated by the family, by Chris and Kim, and they basically just rushed him to get something signed up. Because I was thinking where was Sonia in all of this? So Sonia's Ray J and Brandy's mum, but I reckon it was during his rebellious years where he wasn't, like he didn't tell her.
Yeah, probably didn't.
Because there's no way she would have let this happen. She is too hands-on of a mum.
Do you even tell your mum that you made a sex tape? That's something that you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You don't really
talk about that stuff.
Bring that to your mum's attention.
But yeah, it's mad. I'm glad he did say his truth, and he also was saying how like they've basically messed with the wrong black man this time. He said you love to ruin black men's lives and blah blah. And he also said how like he's had a good conversation with Kanye, where they're cool, because Kanye was in the live as well. He's like they're really really cool and whatever. And he's had a conversation with Kanye where when he's found out what Kanye has been through in the family and the things that he's been like antagonized with and whatever, he was like, it brought me to tears because it's like this man is really really going through it. So he said, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to allow myself to be another black man that you lot take down. So it's enough. And I think, because basically I was talking about this with Aquia, right? And she was saying, that's my podcast co-host, but she was saying how she thinks it's because like obviously he's got kids now and blah blah. He doesn't want that image out. But I was like, I'll be honest with you, with Ray J, he's been knowing he wanted to have a family at one point. No, you want to have kids or whatever. For me, I don't think the kids is the motivation. I think that it's now affecting his business in terms of this is a Me Too era where there's no space or allowance for any man who does any foolishness when it comes to like sexual stuff. For you to have a sex with a woman and leak the sex tape, that is mad. So I think it's affecting his business. And he mentioned it because he said how for years he's always heard people say, we know what you did, but we'll look the other way, we'll turn the other cheek. But he was like, no, you don't need to turn the other cheek because I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I really think it's more of a business thing where it's now affecting his money. Ray J and his scooty bikes. That is serious about his business.
What's a scooty bikes?
Scooty bikes. So yeah, I'm interested in what happens.
So your empathy, is it capped for Ray J because of what he's doing elsewhere?
What's he doing elsewhere? As in he's cheating on another black woman?
Yeah.
No.
So it's not capped?
No.
So you have empathy for him?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think him cheating and whatever is disgusting or whatever. But I think with that situation, both parties knew what they were getting into.
Didn't he knew what he was getting into? Didn't he know? Sorry.
With the Kardashians.
With the Kardashians, yeah.
No,
and
I feel like
for 20 odd years, it was fine.
No, but I think he was younger when he did it. I do think that Kim was.
But he also got a cut of the money, right?
No, but basically, no. He said that he only got $400,000.
Only he took money.
Yeah, he took money, but I think he was also alluding to the fact that she's gonna make more money from it.
But
he hasn't.
That's fine. All right, his negotiation skills is obviously.
Wait, so
but he was younger.
His upfront payment was 400,000.
He said they gave them 400,000. I don't know if it's 400,000 each or to share.
And that can't be all he's gotten throughout the years.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. It is because he's saying that they've gone on and made deals where they're getting money and he isn't.
Yeah, but they've signed a different deal.
Yeah, because they've severed ties.
Yeah.
So why are they going to bring him in on the?
Because we did this. I did this for you.
I know, but there are odds in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and they've been at odds for years.
Yeah, see, someone just told me in the comments that he said he tried to sell his business, but the buyers backed out because of the sex tape and basically the view that he put out the tape without Kim's consent. Yeah, but I'll be honest. My thing, obviously, I don't like cheating men, but my empathy isn't capped for him just because I feel like that family really, really take advantage of people, and I think that it's easy for people to say that, yeah, but you should know what you're going into. You've seen other black men, but I don't think. Again, it's one of those things where I don't think you know what you're really getting into until you're the one experiencing.
I remember he was first.
Yeah, he did it first.
He was first. Like he was before
the other guys
everyone.
that came along. Yeah. And I think that family, again, seeing how they did the whole black aesthetics, and now Kim has welcomed in her white girl aesthetics. I'm sorry, they use black people way too much. From the appropriation to no, it's payback time, bitches. Let's go, Ray J. Like I really hope if he goes to court, it actually he gets something substantial from it, because this is wild.
Suppose it was a black woman.
What was a black woman?
Kim.
Suppose she was a black woman.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And the same thing was happening, but it was just a black woman doing it.
I will still feel the same, because I think for me, yeah, because I'm someone who, when I think of what I want in a partner and the values and whatever, I can't imagine his son growing up here and knowing that my dad did that, and then his daughter growing up and feeling like, well, my dad did that. That's wild to me. So if whatever it is, yeah, I think I'm not for, as much as I want to be successful in life, there's a limit. I have a conscience. I have morals. I have values, right? I don't believe in doing absolutely any and everything to become famous. So for me, it's distasteful that this is how she wanted to get her fame.
No, but it's not They both agreed on it. I mean, they went to have sex again because the first take wasn't good enough for Chris, right?
Yeah.
So he was part of it. When it is that it was money involved, he was like, yeah, lovely, let's do this. Let's literally put the veil over the world's eyes.
Yeah,
right?
but
and then when it is they started saying, oh, he did this without my consent, that's when he was vexed.
Yeah, but and that's why I understand that. I think obviously around that time as well, when a sex tape is leaked, men aren't really as shamed as they would be today. Do you get me? It's even a crime now. Do you get what I mean? So I can understand why now you putting out that message out there that I did this without your consent. That's very damaging to my character. Especially, do you know what it is as well for me, yeah? I think that if you had a deal with someone, that's cool. Especially sis has been on tours talking about how she's a victim of a crime that never happened. You're a liar.
You a liar.
Nah, man. You liar. Nah, man. Get out of here.
Oh, speaking of lie, I know this is totally off topic, right?
Yeah.
But did you see the picture of India, Dami, Deji, and Ikena?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so they all went to get this package from this company, whatever.
Yeah.
And they all took a picture together.
Yeah.
And the comments are just like, India and her angels, India and all her exes, India and her man.
Yeah.
This picture is wild. So I want to get your thought on it, to be fair.
I didn't even see it.
Let me see if I can find it for you.
It's sweet though. I'm here for it. She even met Dami's mum yesterday, because I think she'd only met his grandma, and she met his mum yesterday. And I saw her eating jollof and everything. It was cute.
I think someone mentioned, I think she tried to greet her in the trad way, innit?
Oh, did she? Oh, that's cute. I really like both of them. I really, really, I want someone to give them a clothing, because their style is so I just love their style, as in their fashion sense.
Where's this picture?
They're proper cool.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I do feel bad for Ray J. I can't lie to you. I don't like when I think the reason why I feel bad for Ray J, to be fair, is because it's the Kardashians.
Precisely.
But not because I like
Because
them.
he's doing a madness to a black woman on the other end.
Yeah, but still, I think it's just them.
Yeah, it basically it's time for the Kardashian empire
This
to
is
be
so funny.
felled.
It's time for what?
It's time for the Kardashian empire to be felled, yes?
Yes, in my opinion, because they've taken advantage of black culture, black people. I'm over it. I'm really, really over it. People are out here stealing from black people, yet you're having black kids. What kind of foolishness is that? Like, we're literally just an aesthetic. And that's not right. So, yeah, I think it is because it's them. And if it was a black woman who had built her career in taking advantage of black people the same way, I would have the same sentiment. And sorry, with Princess, he threw you in a pool and you still went ahead and married that man.
No, it was more like a...
Was that...
It was more like
Was that...
little push.
He pushed her, he lightly got out of the way and she fell into a pool. And then he's been cheating since before you guys even got married. And you still went ahead and married. I'm sorry, my empathy is capped for that. My empathy is, I don't stand with foolishness. I don't care who's on the receiving end of the foolishness. But yeah, so that's it on Ray J. I will see if they go to court and I will keep an eye on all that news and I will definitely let you guys know. Yeah, so furthermore, Lipstick Alley.
Yeah,
What do you want to say about
I think
it?
you put one more before that.
Oh, was there one more before that?
Yeah.
No, you springing up. No, there isn't. No, my fault. Oh.
Mine there is.
Oh yeah. Oh, that links up in the next headline.
Is it?
Yeah, we mentioned it. And his speech. I did think it. So what do you want to talk about in terms of Lipstick Alley? So basically,
Yeah, tell me what this is, because you told me about this place today, yeah?
Yeah, but don't say everything I said.
First of all, you have to, are the listeners aware of what it is? Like, if you have a subscription or an account on Lipstick Alley, please put a little lipstick emoji in the comment section.
No, but they might want to bait themselves out.
True.
Because if I see TDS, I'm going to know it's one of your heifers.
True.
So, Brent, if you put a poll up, please.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
To what we asked this time.
So Lipstick Alley, from what I have ascertained, is it's an underground gossip site with lots of salacious stories, lots of rumors, speculation, tea, lots of hot piping tea, and it can get quite catty in there, right?
Yeah,
like
it's a tussle.
Like they'll be exposing your business.
Yeah, they really be.
Yeah,
they be exposing your business, and that kind of leads us to think there might be some people, some plants.
Like I've been aware of it for a while because some people were on there and I was being made privy to what was being said on there. But yesterday I was told that they saw some stuff about me on there. So I was like, rah,
that.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, Lipstick Alley is basically this, because I'd heard about it for years, but I just thought it was like I don't know why I just thought it was like a group chat kind of thing, but it's not. It's a whole website.
It's a forum, isn't it?
It's a forum.
Yeah.
But in my mind, a forum is like a light thread. No, it's like a whole platform dedicated to opinions.
Yeah.
Like Twitter, but it's just mad in there.
Yeah.
So basically, on Lipstick Alley, there is a thread of Black UK podcasts.
The pod tea.
Yeah, the pod, yeah. And there's a lot of podcasts in there and people will be saying the maddest things. They kind of give reviews as the episodes drop. So whilst we are podcasters are out here working hard as we can, not seeing that hashtags being used as they ought to be using, where we've got silent listeners.
Yeah.
They ain't silent, are they?
And the maddest thing is we can't even repeat the stories we've seen on there.
We can't.
Because we'll just be adding to the fuel, the speculation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so while we've got silent listeners and we're thinking, why are people not, letting us know they listen to and then joining blah, blah, outside of the DMs, it's because you're allowed on Lipstick Flipping Alley.
Lipstick Alley. Is anyone in the comments saying that they're on there? No.
Okay, 17% have said me.
Oh, is it?
83 have said, not me, sir.
Okay.
And I don't believe that 83%. I believe some of you are lying.
I've been surprised 17% are on there. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yusuf, you said that there was something that was said about you in Lipstick Alley?
Yeah.
Something like?
It was like. I'm not going to repeat it here.
Like.
Because I know how narratives and lies can spread. Right. Yeah. I'm not going to repeat it here. If you want to, you got to go and search the threads and that. But yeah.
It's a very interesting, very, very interesting place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really have their opinions. That's what I would say.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So I've heard.
Before we move on, you guys keep talking. I need to go to the toilet. So.
Is it you guys? It's just me talking. It's just... Brent's here, but yeah. Let me see if any comments I said. I haven't. Okay, Ebony Onyx on there. She hasn't been there in a while. Never heard of it. Yeah, it's a mad place to be fair. But I think people just have. It's easy to have opinions when you're not the one doing the content. But I think you can have opinions and stuff, but their opinions are like so strong from just something light that you may say. Do you get what I mean? And they make character judgments as if they literally know you. But now I'm thinking though, perhaps it's people in our lives that know stuff about us, but they go on there.
Yes, because also what I was going to say was, right, so there may be things that, for example, me and Brent will talk about that only we know.
Yeah.
Because we have inside information.
Yeah.
But somehow that information ends up on Lipstick Alley. So like, how do these people know? Because, for example, I've heard stories on Lipstick Alley about people that I know that, according to me, the public shouldn't know.
Shouldn't know, yeah.
So how is this story made it on Lipstick Alley?
Yeah.
Is it because, the rumor isn't, or the truth isn't as close-knit as I thought?
Yeah.
Or people in this person's life are on there?
I think it's the latter. I think people in this person's life, people in people's lives, they may never necessarily be on there, but they go on and spread your tea.
Yeah.
And so the person who is further removed, say for example, so I know something about you.
Yeah.
I can find Nakuya.
Yeah.
But Akuya confided is one of her friends.
Yeah.
At this point, me and Akuya know you better than Akuya's third friend.
Yeah.
So Akuya's third friend might be the one who puts it in there or talks to someone else. And then as the tea goes further down the line, there's less distance. Yeah. There's less loyalty. And so that's where it goes in the forum.
Yeah.
But I've seen some stuff on there. I think, I've seen some interesting things on there that you would think the public wouldn't know.
Yeah.
There is I'm not a witch or anything, but I do think there is one thing I think if it comes out on there, it's going to be a madness.
What's that?
Of course I'm not going to say it on here.
Message me so I can react.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, something that you can't even tell me?
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Oh, okay. Does he know?
Brent knows though. Do you know what I'm talking about, Brent?
Is something that...
I can't read your mind, so I don't know what's in your mind, but I might know what is in your mind when you tell me. I'm like, yeah, I know that.
So
first of all, sorry. You can't say you might know what's in my mind when I tell you what's in my mind. Of course you know what's in my mind because I've told you what was in my mind.
No, if y'all have spoke about it, then it's if you know you've told him about it, and vice versa, then it's fine. Then what you should do is tell him what it is, and he might know if I know.
Yeah. Okay, let me message it.
Yeah.
This is all live, by the way, people. This is what we do for you guys.
This is what we do for you guys, okay?
Yeah. See, when the email's not here, it's more salacious.
Okay, it's delivered, Brent.
You know he's listening, right?
I know he's listening.
I said this show is too wavy.
Well, salacious and wavy, I don't know.
And Lipstick Alley, it's not just
a name. Like there's many
but the
things
situation
under that umbrella.
Around that, the most latest thing.
Most latest, he would know about it.
Okay, you do know.
Is it a name that I'm assuming?
Is that the name you're assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
So are you talking about the latest story?
Yeah, but I think with that, that would definitely be a leak.
Because, yeah.
So it's on there?
No, I'm saying, no, it's not.
Oh,
it might be on there.
I haven't been on there in weeks, actually, so it might be on there.
Because there's a few stories about that individual on there.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me that that's on there as well.
Before I just say, because obviously I'm talking about being on there. So basically, I've heard about this platform for years, right? And then one Saturday, I thought, this is what happens when you don't go to things you should be at. I was meant to be at Pilates. I said, I don't want to do Pilates today. So I thought, actually, let me go on this. Let me see what this is about. And so I went there and I was doing my deep dive. And then I started to see, that's how I found out about the Black podcast thread.
Yeah.
And the things that they were saying about the pods. And that's how I clocked that when an episode comes out, somebody like, I listened to this episode already, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is it just me or did this person sound like, misogynistic or whatever. So, interesting platform.
Yeah, now it is going to spread once. I remember one time my cousin was with a girl and I think he was listening to the pod.
Yeah.
And she got in the car.
Wait, so your friend's girl?
No, my cousin
was
listening to my podcast. I went to pick up a girl. The girl got in the car. And obviously she's now listening too. And she was like, your cousin is so misogynistic.
Wow.
I was like,
why am I in it?
I'm not misogynistic.
Me? No.
Like, listen, like narratives and perceptions,
Yeah.
it's part and parcel of the game, innit?
It
It is what it is, isn't it? So.
Ebony said, because she put a lipstick image, she said she discovered it because of Terrell and Nikita. That's where UK gossip were getting a lot of their tea.
I remember them days, and
I said, I thought he was gonna tap on my window with a gun.
the Terrell and Nikita days. That was like the UK's version of Love and Hip Hop.
No, it really was. Sis said she was gonna tap on her window with a gun.
That was prime gossip. We haven't had anything like that since.
We haven't. That was definitely the height of.
I think they
UK
were
gossip.
the example of what not to do.
Yes, because they were doing a lot. Oh my gosh, I like them together. Yeah, they were a cute couple, but they used to be so stupid cringy. Yeah, like I remember the start of the video, he'd be like, "You so beautiful," and she'd be like, "You so handsome," and then the kiss. Oh, I'm gonna vomit in this place.
How do you feel about? Because it's mostly women that do it, right?
Yeah.
Who they like to show, moments of affection with their partner on social media.
Yeah.
Does it cringe you out? Because some of it is orchestrated.
Yes.
So there'll be a video I'll see, right? The camera will be placed in a certain area.
Yes.
Like here.
Yep.
The man might be here, the woman might be on top of him, and they're canoodling, whatever. But you've hit record.
You've hit record.
And then you've uploaded it.
And you placed it.
You've placed it.
So and you rewatched it to make sure you got the angles right, and then you uploaded it. It makes me sick.
It takes away from the authenticity of the moment.
Yes.
Right? As a woman, does that cringe you out?
It makes me sick.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, it really cringes me out. I have the similar sentiment when people kind of cry in like YouTube videos, but it's like, because I know it's not a video where I can see that it was filmed one time.
Yeah.
There's production that's gone into it.
Yeah.
So I know that you cried and you thought, I could do better than that. It just makes me cringe.
I won't knock crying, but I will not crying. But the crying that I will accept is if the crying happens, say 5 minutes into the video. So it happens live. As opposed to you're already crying and you hit record.
Yes. You know I agree with that.
But if you were just chatting. And
it happens, yes.
It just happened in the moment, then I can accept that.
I'm happy with those ones. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But there's ones where you're crying and you're like, oh, my phone.
Yeah. But also I think I've learned to accept that people grieve and deal with things in their own way. So I don't like to judge.
You're very mature.
I don't like to judge because, everyone deals with things their own way, innit? So if you want to cry online because that's what you need to deal with the situation, then go all out. If that's what you need, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge.
Yeah, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
I judge.
Nice of you, not me.
But it was a lot, man. It's interesting. But Lipstick Alley, stay off there. It's a dark web.
Definitely.
Dark web. All right, let's get into the rotation.
All right.
Two of my faves.
Two of your faves on there. We'll start again. All right, guys, welcome back to the Rotations, your weekly music breakdown. Before we get into any reviews, I know I mentioned I won't talk about these guys for a while, but I just thought I'll give you a little update. So we got a new album announcement by your fave duo, Unconfused. Also, I believe Unconfused was just the name of the song. That's not the actual group name.
What's the group name?
It's just Takeoff and Quavo. So Takeoff and Quavo have announced the release of their album.
Okay.
All right? And normally I wouldn't care, but I care for two reasons. One, the album title pays homage to Raekwon's classic album, Only Built for Cuban Links.
Okay.
And the album is called Only Built for Infinity Links. Right?
Okay.
That's number one. Then the second thing that caught my eye is the album cover pays homage to 3 moments and covers. So it pays homage to Outkast's Stankonia album cover. It pays homage to a scene in Otis, the Jay-Z and Kanye West video.
Oh, yeah.
And it pays homage, of course, to Raekwon and Ghostface Killah on the front cover of Only Built for Cuban Links. So I like it. They're paying homage to those who came before them.
Yeah.
The title is, a twist on Raekwon's album title. The cover is quite similar to the those 3 moments and covers I mentioned. And the album's coming out on the 7th of October. So yeah, you look forward to it, man. Takeoff and Quavo only built for
Are you
Infinity Links.
looking forward to it?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay.
But I'll listen to it. The singles they've released have been decent, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely check it out when it drops. And it's dropping soon.
Will you predict that they will have an Offset feature on them?
I don't think so.
No?
I think this would be an Offset free release.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like whatever's going on between Offset and P and QC has spilled over into the relationship with Migos somehow. I know I said the other day that I thought that they're cool and the beef is just between Takeoff and QC, but I reckon there's something there between them as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take back my earlier prediction. But yeah, all right, cool. Let's get into the album. So we'll start with Esther's fave, Asake. So his debut album, Mr. Money with the Vibe, just dropped this weekend. All right. So you got 12 songs on there, 30 minutes. So it was an easy listen.
Very easy listen.
Features on there, Russ and Burna Boy. It's the American Russ. I know we were debating before whether or not it was the American Russ or the UK Russ. It is the American Russ, I can confirm. All right, so in terms of genre-wise, Afro beats, of course, but very Fuji inspired, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a Piano is heavy on the album too. It's given me tribal.
Yeah.
Is tribal an official type of Afrobeats?
No, that would be more Fuji. I feel like when you're saying tribal, you think of like talking drum, that kind of vibe. Yeah, that's
like,
Fuji.
Like chanting.
Yeah, that's more Fuji. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But this album's giving me that. It's giving me chanting, it's giving me tribal vibes.
Yeah.
It's giving me obviously old school Afrobeat vibes, party vibes as well. Like I can imagine this album being played heavy in Ghana.
Listen, it's already been played here.
Yeah, especially because the album piano songs like Peace Be Upon You. Is it Joha? Is that how you pronounce it?
Joha, yeah.
Joha. Those are I reckon the standard piano songs for me.
Yeah.
It's a good album. I've got a take, but it's a good album.
Yeah.
It's not my type of Afrobeats though.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? I can appreciate good music.
Yeah.
Which this is. But I can also differentiate whether or not it's for me or not.
Yeah.
This is good music, but it's not necessarily for me. I listened to the album quite a few times, mainly because it's quite short.
Yeah.
So it was easy to listen to a few times, and 2, because I really wanted to try to get into it. Like I really wanted to find that one song that was going to be my song that I'm going to repeat and repeat and repeat. And I didn't find it. My favorite song is Joha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too.
But it didn't. No songs on the album really touched me. Where it just. I felt like
your spirit.
I felt the Holy Spirit. I didn't feel the Holy Spirit, but I can appreciate it was good music.
Yeah.
And a few people messaged me as well, asked me, "Oh, am I going to review it for the rotation? This is real music." So I know.
Sorry, can I just say, if you joined the community, you would know he was going to do that.
Yeah, like I know the people love this, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Great production. You know, vocals are great. Like it's a moment. It's a moment. So, but Esther. Hear me on this. Hear me on this, right? I feel like Burna Boy's verse and his segment of that album is still the highlight.
Yeah, but I think that's because we've heard that is a movement, and that song is a moment.
I know, but you know
and
what
that's the problem when you have it on your album.
I can't listen to your whole album, and the best moment is Burna's feature.
But do you think that's because you're so used to? Because that's been for like a year now, you know.
I think it's because one. He never should have gave Burna that part of the beat. You see the part of the beat he gave Burna. He should have kept that for he should have kept that for himself. You know,
that's a tune.
Back in the day, not back in the day, but when the first song came out, I thought they were 2 separate songs.
Yeah. I remember you said. Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
So I've listened to the album now, and I've gone away from it thinking, you know what? Nothing has topped that Burna Boy verse.
Yeah.
And that part of the beat.
And that's a shame.
It's a shame.
That's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame. But all in all, flowers. It's a great album. This album is going to be played a lot this Christmas, I'm sure, in Ghana and Nigeria. It's going to be banged here. It's a good album.
Yeah.
So in terms of it being on rotation, it's a yes and no.
Okay, yeah.
It's a yes because I know this is good music and people are going to listen to it, but I don't think I'll listen to it again.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
Do you know? I think that as the songs pop off,
maybe
as in the singles, you'll be interested in them again. I reckon.
Yeah.
Because I think, I reckon so. Because I tend to do that. I tend to do that with albums. But if there's one I'm really, really like so used to hearing, even if it wasn't my favorite song before it was released.
Yeah.
Something about it, like with Beyonce's album, like Break My Soul, I was like, oh, this is even though I didn't really like it that much, but when you hear the full body, because it's what you're familiar with, you kind of draw to that. But I do think that Sungba is such a like moment, is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's a stand-up. Do you still feel like even the original is the best song on the album?
I really like Peace Be Unto You.
Okay, no, that's cold as well.
I think Sungba is such a moment, but I think I'm able to understand that I'm so used to this as a single.
Yeah.
Let me put it away. 'Cause I don't even think it should have really been on this album. I think it takes away from the album. I think it distracts on this album.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like if it wasn't on this album,
yeah,
I just think it distracts. And I think because it's the end one as well, it's like everything you listen to, you forget because you're so like, oh my gosh, here we go again kind of thing. So I think I wish I wish they left it as a single.
Okay.
And they put on an album. But yeah, I like Peace Be Unto You. I heard Terminator a lot more this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I like Organized as well. I think it's a good body of work.
No, it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think
Yeah, it's just not my type of Afrobeats.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be into that type of Afrobeats, but because I like Afrobeats that is really heavy in like Yoruba.
Okay.
Because it gives me that culture. Like that's why I struggle with Wizkid's Made in Lagos and stuff. I was like,
So, I was thinking that the listeners might be like, you just know what you're talking about. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So what I done was I've got Afrobeat players, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to have a look at the first couple songs from my playlist, just so you know what type of Afrobeats I like.
Okay, yeah.
Then you'll understand why I'm saying this isn't for me per se, right?
Yeah.
So check out the first like 5 songs on this playlist.
Okay.
Just so you understand
what your vibe is like.
What my vibe is, and then describe what my vibe is. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I feel like you're into Afrofusion.
Okay.
Just looking at it, you're into Afrofusion.
Okay.
So it's not like because this is heavy Afrobeats.
Yeah.
And I don't like Fuji. I hate Fuji. But he makes Fuji. Oh, I hate it. Actually, that's a banger. I remember that. That's a banger. Outside of that one, guess what else? That's
Listen.
That's a tune. That's a tune. But I think looking at this, you're more into like I see why like Benson's like, Buju is more like your vibe.
Yeah,
like, even that Wizkid Made in Lagos, like it's you're on a chilled kind of vibe.
There you go. I
Afrobeats.
like chilled mellow Afrobeats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. But see, my thing is I'm very into like I call it like authentic Afrobeats, but like I want the ones like the roots, the forward, the culture, like that's the kind of Afrobeats I want. Because even Made in Lagos, I haven't listened to the full album to today. I can't like I'm not very. It didn't really ginger me like that.
Okay.
Ginger is one of my favorite songs on there, but it didn't really ginger me like that.
Okay.
But I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Knowing that now, it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So I knew people would be like, oh, what do you mean?
No. I think everyone's into
like it's a good body of work. It's good music. It's just not the Afrobeats that I normally run to, innit?
Yeah.
But I can still appreciate it.
Yeah.
Favorite song is Joha. I think that's a banger. But Burner's part is still epic, man.
That was amazing, man.
Tell me what you see
when you look at me.
Come on.
No, that's a banger. That's a banger.
Hard. But yeah. All right, let's move on now to. We'll come back to your second fave.
Oh, okay.
But let's talk about Bryson Tiller for a second. So he's got a new single called Outside. I believe this is his first like solo song in like 2 years.
Yeah.
This one samples the Yin Yang Twins Whisper song. Do you remember that song?
I remember I listened to it because you said you were gonna.
Yeah. So it samples that song. Obviously, Bryson Tiller is fresh off of his feature on Diddy's single "Gotta Move On." That Diddy is forcing down our throats.
He's trying to bring R&B back.
Like we don't care about this song. Like he released it, didn't really catch on. He went quiet. Now he's trying to revive it.
Yeah, it's gone.
You know, every video that comes out on Revolt, whether it be Drink Champs or Carisha Please, whatever, the video is at the start of everyone's content.
Stop it.
He's trying to force it down our throat. We don't care.
We don't want it
about this song.
We skip it.
Yeah. I skip it. I've come here to watch.
Where I'm watching
Noriega talk to B2K. I don't want to listen to your song.
Yeah,
please. So yeah, this song itself, it's obviously everyone knows Tilla's signature singing style is completely the same as what he always does.
Yeah.
I'll say the beat is kind of like hip hop, R&B fusion, very melodic. It has a nice bounce to it as well.
Yeah.
It's basically like an ode to women being outside. Like, oh, you're outside.
You're outside.
Like, single now, doing your thing,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And he's just talking to women who are outside.
Yeah.
Almost giving you like a play-by-play of what it looks like to be outside as
Yeah.
well, kind of thing, isn't it? So it's kind of like an unofficial woman anthem, I guess. Decent song, definitely in the rotation. Nothing special, but I can rock with it. It's something I can throw on a playlist.
Yeah.
And just, you know what I mean, nice sequence. And obviously the sample,
Yeah.
Yin Yang Twins, that's what really hits home because I like the song a lot. So yeah, Bryson Tiller, Outside, check it out.
Do you think if it's an outside song, you should have released it earlier?
Yeah, no,
We're inside now.
Someone said on Twitter, he should release this in the summer.
Yeah, it's cold now.
Yeah,
Bryson.
the notion of the song is better placed in the summer, like being outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think maybe a bit of bad timing with the release. All right, now Ari Lennox.
Woo.
All right, she dropped her sophomore album, Age, Sex and Location.
Okay.
Her album, her debut album, Sheer Butter Baby. Did you like that?
Yeah, I went to the concert and everything.
Nice,
Loved it.
Nice. So yeah, second album. Obviously, she released her EP last week, Away Message, which I liked. I gave you guys a review on that. So this offering here, 12 songs, 41 minutes, features from Lucky Day, Summer Walker, and Chloe. This is Chloe Bailey, right?
Chloe Bailey, yeah.
Yeah. R&B soul. You know what I mean? Let me set the scene. So yesterday, I listened to the album a few times. I turned the lights down.
Yeah.
I lit some candles. No, I'm actually being for real. So I'm not guessing.
Yeah.
One, I like candles. I have a few candles in my house.
Are they scented?
Yeah, of course.
Because some people like candles. I'm like, yo. Weird.
I like candles for the ambiance.
Ambiance,
The
yes.
ambiance.
Yusuf knows good things.
And for the scent. I'm actually due a new candle set. So
Okay.
I need to go shopping soon to buy some new candles. So yeah, candles on, lights low. I'm vibing. Like, I'm going to say a few words that kind of sum up the album for me. Yeah, so sweet vocals. Yeah?
Yep. Agree.
Sultry.
Agree.
Smooth.
Agree.
Groovy.
Okay.
Sexy.
Defo.
Yeah? Great production.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think of her voice? I was listening to it with someone else and they told me that her voice wasn't really doing it for them.
Really? I love her voice.
Yeah.
I think she gives me like soulful type of voice.
Yeah, she's definitely soulful.
Yeah, I love her voice.
Yeah.
And live is sick.
Yeah. I hate when the singles are my favorite songs. It irks me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you should put your best work out there
Yeah.
and let that be it. But Hoodie, still my fave, man.
Yeah. Hoodie's a banger.
Hoodie's a banger.
Hoodie's a banger. Pressure.
I don't love Pressure,
I love Pressure.
I think Pressure's a bit misplaced.
Really?
It's a different tone than the rest of the album.
Yeah. I thought, again, she should have made that a single.
Yeah.
No left put on the album.
No, but remember, singles always end up on the album.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like sometimes you have a standalone.
Yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't come on the album.
Yeah. Boy Bye with Lucky Day as well, I love.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Very long track, but very interesting.
Hold on, let me go back to the track list actually. But yeah, Boy Bye, I even went to watch the video.
The video's out, okay.
The video, Isaiah Rashad, I believe that's him anyway. He plays the love interest in the video.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you mentioned it. What did you say about Queen Space the other day? When I said it was my favorite song, you said, what did you say? You said,
I can't remember,
I think you mentioned you didn't like it because you already heard it a couple of times or something like that.
I can't remember, but I like it now though.
Yeah, but yeah, Queen Space as well. Even though I've heard it from the EP, I'll say that's probably my third favorite song as well.
Yeah, even that. Why is that on here? It was part of an EP.
Yeah, I guess listen, when you've got Summer Walker song,
I guess true.
You
got it better.
You can't exclude it.
True.
Yeah, I skipped Pressure though.
Did you?
Yeah,
I love Pressure so much.
Pressure doesn't
Very
fit.
dirty
It doesn't fit the tone of the album for me. But all in all, yes, this definitely goes into rotation. It's a nice album. In a world void of, I guess, real R&B, it's in a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Pleasant surprise. I think her and Snow Allegra, they're like, I guess they're leading the race in this R&B soul world, innit?
I would say so.
Yeah. For you, overall?
Overall, I absolutely loved it. I listened to it like a few times already.
Yeah.
It's what I expected, and I think obviously she's signed to Dreamville. I love Dreamville.
Yeah.
And I think also seeing how J. Cole was excited for it as well.
Yeah.
I knew this is some serious stuff.
Yeah.
It did not disappoint at all.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. My favorites, I love Hoodie, Waste My Time, My Bag. I love that. I love Outside as well. I didn't like Leak It.
You don't like it?
Nah. I'm with Chloe. I don't know. Like, I'm struggling to. Like, I like Chloe's singles, but when she's, because Lennox is quite like, she's very like sultry and sexy and stuff. But if you listen to her lyrics, she's real sexual. Do you get what I mean? But I think it's just with when I hear Chloe, I'm just seeing her online and behavior. It's just a bit corny. That one to me.
Who goes out with DDG?
Halle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Chloe goes out with. She's done. She's got
Gunner. And he got.
Was that a real relationship or was that like orchestrated?
I reckon it was real.
Okay.
But when he took, I feel like Beyonce called her and said, "Don't you dare say a word." You distance
Probably.
yourself.
Hasn't she said anything?
No, what's she gonna say?
Free Gunner.
Free who?
Free Gunner.
Impossible.
Free.
I do not
free
know that
slime.
man.
YSL.
Sorry to that man. Nope.
Kiki.
Sis, if you didn't know, you would have thought they didn't even know each other. She ain't said nothing. I wanted to follow him.
This is what J-Lo did.
With who?
Did he?
Did you go to jail?
No, but when he had the gun case, she went. She
You
bounced.
have to. Sorry.
She bounced.
In this life, you have to protect yourself. Let me see. What's Gunner's? Oh, she still follows him.
Yeah, I think that'll be tasteless if she's unfollowed him.
He's gonna come out and realize that you unfollowed him.
It'll be tasteless. But yeah, guys, that's it for me.
Love it.
With the rotation this week, I'll be back next week with more music. I'm gonna add some news in there as well. So
sick. We'd love to see it. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, let's get into our last headlines for the day. Don't quite think this is a trigger warning. It's reality. People need to know about these things. So, is this a harmless mistake or something else? So, Sky News has apologized after one of its reporters incorrectly told viewers that a protest march following the killing of Chris Kaba, who was shot by a Metropolitan. Start again. Let's do it again from the top. So Sky News has apologized after one of its reporters incorrectly told viewers that a protest march following the killing of Chris Kaba, who was shot by the Met Police officer on Monday, was instead a gathering of people marking the death of the Queen. Demonstrators, including Kaba's family, had been protesting in central London after the unarmed 24-year-old was shot by a Met firearms officer in South London. Footage from a helicopter showed a mass of people moving through Trafalgar Square in central London on Saturday afternoon. Sarah Jane Mee, who was anchoring the station's coverage, said, "Look at that. Look at the crowds of people winding their way down. There are thousands of people lining that route. It really is an incredible sight. They'll work their way up the mall, very slowly, meeting new friends along the way, talking about their journey here, their memories of the Queen, their good wishes for the new king." Instead, the protest was for Chris Kaba. Thousands of people, including Labour politicians Diane Abbott and Belle Addy and musician Stormzy, took part, with some holding placards saying "Justice for Chris Kaba" and "Black Lives Matter" that could be seen on the Sky footage. Other protests have taken place in the days after Kaba was killed, including outside Brixton Police Station. A Sky News spokesperson apologised, as did Miss Mee. She tweeted, "I made a mistake on air. I'd like to personally apologise to those involved. We are covering the march and its significance later today." Stormzy spoke at the march saying, "Chris has a mother, he has a family, he has brothers, he has friends, people who knew him in real life, who for them it's unbearable. Everyone here today, I would encourage everyone to have stamina. And I know it's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to say. But when these people do these things, they get away with it. Because what happens is we do this once, we get tired, we tweet, we get tired, we do it for a week, we do it for 2 weeks, we do it for a month, and they know we get tired. What they've done is they've killed someone. We can't sugarcoat it." I don't know how sis saw cards that says Black Lives Matter and stuff, and she said, "This is for the Queen."
I think it was on purpose.
But they do this thing for outrage.
Yeah, I think it was on purpose. I feel like in their eyes, they didn't want to soil, I guess, from their perspective,
Yeah.
the Queen's Day, and they wanted all the news to be about her.
Yeah.
So they just didn't want to put those two stories side by side. So they pretended that was something else.
And I think also them saying we're going to cover the significance of that. I would like to see what they covered, because you wouldn't have thought to cover this and the significance of it if you hadn't made that mistake, and this is your way of doing an apology.
They don't care.
They do these things on purpose, man. I don't even know why.
They don't care when black people die on a normal day. Do you think they care that a black person has died while the Queen is dead? They don't give a
They don't. They do not.
In their eyes, they're thinking the Queen has died, and you think I should care about?
Like, people are.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Come on, man.
It's mad.
So yeah, to me, this was definitely on purpose. It was not a mistake.
Yeah,
Definitely
I agree with that.
Yeah, Brent, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that it's impossible for them to start talking about this particular match and the significance of it whilst they were basically commentating on the Queen and her death.
Yeah. In their mind, the Queen's death takes the utmost precedent over this.
Yep.
So they would not even, in their mind, demean themselves to even mention anything else but the Queen's day. And it is what it is, man. I expect nothing less from these people, so nothing surprises me whatsoever.
Yep, I'm the same. I expect nothing less.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our outro.
Stories are all stories.
I don't even know, you know.
Yeah, he has a lot to do when he gets back.
So hold on, E-Man puts them there just so Marks sees it and like what takes note of it.
No, I think he hasn't. I'm not sure if he's
said he
adjusted it since.
Yeah, he said he hasn't.
Oh, these two stories are the same ones.
Yeah, it's the same ones. Yeah.
He said it that he hasn't been doing that. And if you think Marks is on holiday taking notes of anything,
hell no. Is Marks back in the country?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is he back in the country?
Yeah. He came back on Sunday.
Nice. You guys heard that. But yeah, thank you guys for showing us love on the live. We appreciate you guys. This video is going to stay up, so make sure you do like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Share it with your friends. As Koi will say, share it to 2 friends and 5 enemies. Also, follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you would like to send voice notes or text messages in for asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? All of that great stuff, send it into 075 6484 1073. Also join the TNB community, join a network. And you do that by searching community.thenewblack.com in your browser. And you can also sign up to the TDA Backstage Access where you get a month free. That offer is not going to stay live forever. So if you want a month free, you need to get it done ASAP.
Yeah, there's an announcement at the end of this month. So, yeah. And
we're halfway through. This month is speeding by. So yes, and if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, email the team the day after at thenewblack.com. We will see you guys here tomorrow with more tea. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.